he's not going to throw a flag if a lineman just barely gets his arm out there. I mean, you got to really hold.
So if you're really holding, you got to hold big time, don't you?
You got to really put him in a headlock before him to throw the flag. But yeah, he runs a good crew, so I think we're going to be in for a real physical football game tonight, Stuart.
Well, if you see somebody holding, blame Anthony.
Yeah.
Dobbins been at 23, Morristown East 0 in the second quarter.
We got the Riverdale band out here tonight, too. We don't always get to see
Size me up some captains. I see Riverdale coming in from the other side of the field. Size me up some captains for Blackman, Anthony.
We got number 33. That is the linebacker, Demarius Ikponwosa. We've got number 71, big offensive lineman, Kyle Millwood. The running back, number 1, Jalen Pleasant. And a receiver, number 10, Brendan Odom.
And Anthony, go ahead and take the Riverdale side if you want to.
They're still lining up, but what I can see down there, we got
Spencer, zoom in over where Riverdale is, please.
Yeah.
No, to the coin toss
right there
kids.
On the 50.
Yeah. Go over there. Yeah, zoom in. Yeah, zoom in on those guys. All right, take it, Anthony.
We've got the quarterback, number 10, Jamison Holcomb. Number 2, the tight end and linebacker, Tamarius Smith. Number 47, Malachi Common, and big lineman number 78, Jelani Lyles.
Head coach of the Riverdale Warriors is Will Kreisky. We was over there just last Friday night. Could I raise the scoreboard camera a little bit? Well, Sam, let me see what I can do with that.
You want us to physically adjust?
No, don't touch that camera.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know about that.
For the coin toss. Captains tonight for the Blaze. Number 10, Brendan Odom. Number 17, Jack Risner. Number 33, Demarius Ikponwosa. And number 71, Kyle Millwood. Captains tonight for Riverdale, number 2, Tamarius Smith. Number 10, Jamison Holcomb. Number 47, Malachi Common. And number 78, Jelani Lyles.
Anthony, you hit the scoreboard clock. You can't watch this now. You can't mess with that. Be careful with that. All right. I'm going to try to get it back in, kids. Anthony, who's getting the ball first? I see them lining up.
Blackman's going to get it first.
Did they win the toss?
The Blaze are going to be receiving tonight.
I think they won the toss,
kickoff.
yeah. I didn't see that part of it, but they are receiving the kickoff. No, it looks like Riverdale won and deferred.
All right.
Got a big old banner out here now. Wow.
Sam, I'm going to leave that clock alone. I'm going to leave it alone now. You're going to have to deal with it, Coach. Riverdale Warriors just breaking that plastic.
Oh, I don't think they meant to yet.
That wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. You're going to have to watch it here, Cowboy. Let me see what I can do, Sam. Still monkeying here a little bit, kids. Going to try to get you in a little bit better on that scoreboard. Anthony, whatever you do, don't touch that, please. I'd love you for it. Here we go. Let me see what I can do. Let me tell you something. My brother, He'll wear you out on that scoreboard clock, and I like him for it. Here we go. We're getting ready to get it, kids.
All right, Blaze fans, on your feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the principal at Blackman High Schools, Dr. Lisa Justice. The guy I work with is Scott Lawless. The director of schools is Bill Spurlock. And the head coach of the Blackman Blaze is Chandler Tigard. It's Friday Night Lights in Riverdale, and here comes the Blaze. Fireworks going off in the background, kids. Man getting ready, shot out of a cannon. We're getting ready to go here at Blackman. I got a roster in front of me, and we're ready to roll. Scoreboard should be in a little bit better shape. We're going to try to pull this off. Like I said before, we saw Riverdale last weekend. This is week 3, game 3, Region 4, 6A action. Science Hill 14, West Ridge 14. And that's in the second. Sam, hopefully you have a clock in front of you in the lower left-hand corner. Johnny and Wanda should be blowing you out of your couch there in West Tennessee. Hopefully Anna Ray and Wales are watching. I'd say Wales is up at the demo derby. I was in the demo derby once, kids. I had a car. I had a car. I was in the demolition derby.
Did you break your neck?
Nah, man, I got out there. I lasted for, I was in the last 5.
Well, first of all, what kind of car were you in? What'd you build?
I was in an Impala. I had an Impala, 2-door Impala.
Big old steel boat.
Gave $100 for it.
Wow. Just drop a motor in it and get on out there and hope for the best. That's pretty cool.
I did. I had a derby car. That's probably, everybody needs a derby car.
Where's it at?
It's at the Grayson County Fair. Back then, the grand prize was $5,000. I think they moved it up to $10,000.
Stork, I tell you what, I think we need to get you back out there.
I tell you what, that was
14, Ben Marshall, and number 12.
That was an interesting situation. I had a good time.
Yeah.
The late great Dwight Davis helped me get that together, and I appreciate Dwight. He was great. Alan, I can't remember Alan Pierce did the painting and did it all. I've got pictures of it. Looked like a NASCAR. Looked as cool as all get out. Cursive writing on the door with your name, just like the Winston Cup.
Well, Stork, speaking of NASCAR, we're getting ready to go real fast once he gets this thing back on the tee.
Yeah, your kicker, who is? Is this my freshman kicker?
No, this is not your freshman. What was his name? Not Armand. 36, right?
Here we go, kids. 48 minutes in front of me, and we're ready to roll. The backyard brawl is underway. Blackman going to pick it up from about the 15-20 and work up to the 28-yard line, and that's where they'll start their first offensive series. Spencer got to be careful. He's going to go real fast. Don't worry about starting and stopping. And that's on the Blackman side, so he's going to do a hurry-up offense, no huddle.
Yeah, of course. Just like you said, Stork, they want to get to the line quick. Quarterback Jack Reisner, he's looking at the sidelines, getting those signals in, and this offense literally wants to gas the defense as quick as they can.
Pay attention, kids, on that far left side at the top of the screen. That's going to be Elijah Herring, the UT commitment. Lurking around back here in this linebacker position for the Riverdale Warriors, Alex Mitchell, the Georgetown commitment. Out of a shotgun, slaps twice, fakes the handoff, and really wanted to catch number 1, and he was there.
Yeah, they had it set up real well. You fake the reverse, get the defense looking one way, get your running back out there with the screen, and had some linemen in front of him. But got to do one thing before the other. You got to catch the ball first, Stork.
Clock stops, 2nd and 10 for the Blackman Blaze. Got 4 kids all the way down here by us and plenty to throw through. He'll operate out of a shotgun as his feet rest just on the 25-yard line. False start.
14 down here in the slot.
Riverdale really needs to play discipline ball, Anthony.
Yeah, that was something we saw last week. They had quite a few penalties, and that's something they need to clean up this week for sure.
Penalty takes the ball back to the Blaze 25-yard line. Remains 2nd down.
Got Justin Brown, number 12 down here. He's got a bunch of them. Let's see what the quarterback does. Out of a shotgun. Looking. Little swing pass, Anthony. And he completes it to one.
Great tackle
Pleasant.
right there by Mackey Bonds out there on the outside. Fights around the block of his own receiver to make that stop. And Blackman is looking at third and forever here early.
Yeah, going to put him in a 3rd and 15, Anthony,
this
and the
is what
ball
you need
rushes
if
at
you're
the
Riverdale.
25-yard line.
3rd down.
Jack Reisner from the transfer from Brentwood Academy, operating out of a shotgun, claps and rolling to the far side of the field. He's looking, he lets it go. He completes it, Anthony. It's almost good enough for a first down.
We're going to have a hold. We're going to have a hold back here.
He found Ben Marshall, number 14, but Anthony's cautioned us it is going to be a hold, and you know what Tony Lee will do? He'll back you up 10 yards on that, and that's just what they're going to do. Going to still be 3rd down, isn't it, big guy?
Yeah, can't have that happen, but I mean,
Blackman.
speaking from an offensive lineman standpoint, when you're blocking a zone scheme in pass protection, it's real hard shifting to the right, trying to keep those guys hooked in front of you.
3rd and 22 now for the Blaze. Tony Lee coming on, showing us that hold. Now they're moving it back further. Golly.
10
Gonna
yards
get all the
from
way
the spot, Storm.
all the way back to almost the
8-yard
8.5-yard line.
3rd down.
And Jack Reisner's in a there's 5 of it.
Back. And yeah, Riverdale especially defensively needs to make sure that they stay disciplined. A lot of those penalties they had some late hits, some roughing the quarterback penalties, some offsides. Got to clean that up tonight.
You'll notice number 11 here for the Riverdale Warriors. That's Caleb Herring, the other Herring, the junior, and some say he is
outside linebacker lining up to pass coverage right now.
2-step drop, quarterback catching pressure, and he's coming down, Anthony, at the 5-yard line. The Riverdale Warriors got him, number 47. That's Malachi Common.
Yeah, they didn't show blitz initially there, Stork. Common coming in kind of late. That guard didn't pick him up in time, and Common did a good job to get back there. Now Blackman, Reisner has got a kick out of his own end zone.
Reisner going to have to punt out of the Blaze end zone. Ball rests just on the 7-yard line.
Got to have a good snap here.
Caleb Herring down here on this defensive end. You got Alex Mitchell squeezing up in there in that linebacker spot.
Back for Riverdale.
Good snap. A little high, but he's going to get it off. Put a little pressure on him, and I would too. Going to let it roll. Bond's not going to do anything with it. And they'll start their drive at the Blackman 49-yard line.
Great field position here for Riverdale. Got to clap for that defense right there, pushing Blackman back to give your offense a starting drive and plus field position.
Oak Ridge 0, Clinton 7, and that's in the second quarter. I'd like to remind you about our sponsor. He's right here with us, been with us all along. If you're buying, you're selling, or building a home, it all starts with John Jones Real Estate. Murfreesboro Homes online. Just go and look. It all starts with John. 1st and 10 now for the Riverdale Warriors. Jamison Holcomb going to operate out of a shotgun. And going to give it off to number 83, Lakota Young, and he works to the left side of the field, Anthony.
Yeah, they try the zone left right there, just a simple zone play. And they're going to continue to do this. I think what they're going to try to do offensively is feel out this Blackman team, see how disciplined they are, and see if they can get anything over the top later on.
Holcomb, the son of the NFL great quarterback Kelly Holcomb. And they're going to send number 4 to the top of the screen, C. Coleman. He had a big touchdown last week against Rossview.
Press coverage for Blackman.
Twin backs for Holcomb. He's going to operate out of a shotgun, fake it to Lloyd. Little swing pass. Boy, beautifully completed it.
And that's just a beautiful throw right there by Jamison Holcomb. Blackman in press coverage, sending some pressure off the edges. Even though you go play action, a good job by that Riverdale O-line to keep him protected just long enough for
Lakota Young was the guy there on Lakota Young was the guy there on the reception.
Lakota Young, he is a Shelbyville transfer. He played for Shelbyville last year.
He's playing for the Warriors now. 1st and 10 for the Riverdale Warriors. Holcomb will continue to operate out of a shotgun. Walker Valley 14, Ottawa 7. Twins to the top. He's got Lloyd back there. And they let Lloyd have it. Lloyd up the middle. Lloyd to the 25. Lloyd up to the 20. Lloyd up to the 15. Lloyd up to the 12-yard line. Anthony's finally brought down by number 10, Ryan Odom.
Yeah, and right there, this Riverdale offensive line is just absolutely bullying this Blackman front right now. Blackman looks like they got some pretty good size up there, but if you were going to get blown off the line of scrimmage like that, Riverdale's going to run the ball down your throat all night.
Ball is spotted at the Blaze 19-yard line.
Riverdale plays a little hurry up as they get set, and the ball crests on the 14-yard line. Jamison Holcomb operates out of a shotgun. Two-step drop, looks, lets it go, and he completes it. Nice pass, a little risky there, Anthony.
Well, he's reading that correctly, Stork. He sees Blackman in zone coverage. They call the slant route right there, so he's able to fit that thing in there. Good little completion.
See, Coleman was there on the reception. It's going to be, you need about second and 6.
Second down 5.
All right, second down 5. I'll let you have it.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me. Hey, I'll split the difference with you.
Press coverage again on the outside, Stork.
Macaulay 0, NBA 7. Went right up the middle, didn't they, Anthony?
Yeah, and right here they're trying to load the box here inside the 10, and it's almost like the Blackman defense is daring Riverdale to go over the top with Jamison Holcomb and try to burn him.
Well, you can run the ball here, Anthony. It's third down. You need a yard for a fresh set of 4.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Stork. Go right up the gut.
Go right up the gut. Keep the clock burning. If I'm Riverdale, I just want to run the ball. If I can run it up against them and Blackman can't stop me, and look, you got Blackman with their hands on their hips already. We'll see. Mount Pleasant 7, Cascade 0. Go Kid Hartsfield. One lone back, and that's Marcus Lloyd with Jamison Holcomb. And they give it to Lloyd. Lloyd not going to get it, Anthony, and the defense swelled up with Blackman.
A really good call right there defensively by Coach Tiger and the boys down there. I thought that was smart, them sending pressure off the edge like that. You bring in 2 extra hefty guys playing in a 2 technique, so that way you're matching up 5-on-5 up front defensively, and they're able to get that extra guy back there to make the stop.
Bigger than that, it makes it 4th down, 4th and 8.
Now here's your freshman kicker, Armand.
Yep, it sure is.
We do not have a 96 on the roster. That was the man with the kickoffs.
All right, Khalil Armand. This will be a nice little field goal for him, Anthony. Be about a 25-yard field goal. Did he get it?
He did.
He did. Khalil Armand, he gets himself 3. With 7:21 left to go here in the first quarter.
Score Riverdale 3, your Blackman Blaze 0.
So Riverdale gets on the board. Spencer, give me a score shot.
Thank you. The Blaze like to thank our Blaze football.
We're packed in up here, folks.
Timeout sponsor. First
Beautiful.
Class Painting. When you get first class quality and service every time.
Appreciate my sponsor, John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. If you're buying, selling, or building a home, get a hold of John. Murfreesboro Homes Online.com. It all starts with John and his team. And Anthony, you bought a house from John, and it was a great experience, wasn't it?
Oh, it was the best, Sork. I tell you what, and I will continue to say this every single week. Without John and his team, we wouldn't have got it done. Absolutely no way.
It doesn't matter if it's mortgage people. It doesn't matter if it's inspection people. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. If your home needs a little bit of work, John has a list of contractors right there in his phone. He can get anybody to do anything. He's just a great guy.
He stays in contact with you even after the process,
he's sold more homes than anybody here in Rutherford County. There's nobody even close, kids.
I still get info pumped in from him on the housing market, ways to improve the home, ways you can work with your own equity built up in your home.
Warriors set
just
to
a complete process from start to finish. You can't argue with it.
Brown,
he's a great guy.
Number 14, Ben Marshall.
Great salesperson and a huge supporter of high school athletics here in Rutherford County. We're back underway here at Blackman. Coming up from the 15, not going to be much there, Anthony.
Good stop right there, and the kicking game is going to be big tonight, I think, too, Stork. If this game ends up going where we think it is, and I think it's going to be a close score, the kicking game and the field position game is going to be huge. Good tackle right there for Riverdale. Blackman got to start deep in their own territory.
Tate on the stop, and Justin Brown was there on the
Ball's gonna be
return. He
spotted at
wears
the Blackman
number 12.
18-yard line. First and 10 Blaze.
They head back out onto the field for the second series. The quarterback is Jack Reisner. Tony Lee does an official timeout.
We got to put more time on the clock.
Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying.
Anthony Fiorello with the hand gestures of a double pump. That means 15. There he is. He's 45. He's wanting something 45. I can't see. Let's see if we get it all worked out. Tony Lee's happy.
Play clock.
There we go.
The play clock.
Jack Reisner out of a shotgun, twins to the top, single to the bottom. Somebody jumped big time.
That might have been Blackman first. It might have been
See
51.
what Tony says.
Yep.
Dead ball
51.
false start. That's going to back it up 5. It started on about the 18. Now
Dead
should
ball
put it
penalty
somewhere around
against
the
the Blades.
13-yard line.
That's the senior right tackle, Adam Hickerson there.
So going to start from the
Take the ball down
13.
to the 13-yard line.
So now it's going to make it 1st and 15
Remains
now
first
for
down.
Blackman. Scores continue to pour in. Stay with me, Sammy. Give me something on Helena and Wetumpka. Here we go. Dobbins Bennett 30, Morristown East 0, William Blunt 14, Jeff Cole 14 at the half. That's about all
Another
I got.
false start.
Mount Pleasant 7 and Cascade 0. So that's my last ones.
Boy, and I tell you what,
Another dead
Gonna be
ball
looking at a
penalty
safety
against
here. You
Blackman.
better watch
tell
it,
you what,
Fiorella.
Man, when you got to hurry up offense
Penalty
like
takes the ball
this,
back to the
the number
8-yard
one
line.
thing that can kill you
Still
is
first down.
penalties. That is the number one thing that stalls out this
Well,
type
and
of an
another thing is,
offense,
if
so-
you hurry up and give the ball back to him, you didn't do anything with it. From a
Right.
shotgun, Reisner, he's catching it. Anthony's let it go. Oh, almost intercepted. Boy, Mackie Bonds won it, didn't he?
Yeah,
There's a
man,
pass
and that
intended
was
for number 12, Justin
I
Brown,
thought
goes
Reisner right
incomplete.
there. I mean, it definitely was underthrown, looking for Justin Brown there on the go route, but he
Second
had to
down.
get rid of that thing quick, man. And Mackie Bonds nearly picked that thing off. Good play right there by Bonds.
Got a score from my hometown, Grayson County 7, McLean County 6. We were supposed to go do that game. That's where I grew up. They invited us, but we'd rather be at the backyard ball. No offense. 4 spread out at the top. Reisner catching it. Reisner, Reisner, you shakes out of it. He lets it go. Hell, he completes that, kids. He completes it. And he's on his feet up to the 45, up to the 42-yard lines. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Completes it to number 14, Ben Marshall.
What a play by Jack Reisner there.
Holy
I mean,
cow.
he's standing on his own goal line with a guy hanging around his ankles, is able to somehow shake out of it and find an open man downfield, the wherewithal to pull that throw off. What a play right there, Jack Reisner.
Reisner brings the crowd to their feet and even us. He's got Jalen Pleasant back there's the
Ball's
tailback.
gonna
He
be
wears
spotted at the
number
Riverdale
1.
40-yard line.
Sideline warning given
That's a Tony's
to
Express Car Wash. First down,
Blackman.
Blaze.
Tony Lee, warning them. Tell him to watch it. We'll see Tony Lee tonight over at Jonathan's. That's where we gather after the game for our post game. Tony and the guys are always over there. No score yet on that Helena Wetumpka. Thank you, Sammy. Tony Lee making some quick notes, and I didn't know. Here we go. Let's go. Let's roll, kids. Out of a hurry-up offense, Chandler Tigert in the Blackman Blaze. And they got Reisner working out of a shotgun. Blackman looking to score, needing to score. 1st and 10 after a big play. Pleasant. Boy, Alex Mitchell, man, he broke it up, didn't he, Anthony?
Yeah, you had Alex Mitchell and
Intended for
Caleb
number 14, Ben
Elijah
Marshall.
Herring coming off that weak side right there. Almost gets to
Second
Reisner,
down,
and then
10.
Mitchell gets his paw in there and makes a great play to break up the screen pass.
Ben Marshall, number 14, the intended receiver. Look at this. Look at this, kids. 4 at the top, like a battery. Oh, they got that.
That's
That's
a
a pick
touchdown.
6, kids. See ya.
That's
That's Alex Mitchell. Touchdown, Riverdale. Touchdown, Alex Mitchell.
I mean-
The Georgetown Hoya Paranoia commitment. No flags. Laid it out there, Anthony, in the screen. I could have picked it off from here.
Yeah, that was the way that formation and everything. They're talking about something down there.
What happened? It just looked like he laid it out there, and
on the play.
I mean Mitchell just.
Yeah, there is a flag down.
Okay.
I wonder if it had something to do with the formation from the get-go. I think the touchdown.
Well, though they were moving, I said, look at this. They've got this
But either way, Stork, I think the entire stadium knew what was going to happen right there, and Alex Mitchell very well knew it too. And
yeah,
I couldn't believe Jack Reisner let that thing go. I mean,
Mitchell was just
he was
lurking.
just standing
Let's see.
right there before
Here we
he
go.
let the
Tony
ball
Lee's
go.
got control. Illegal shift called against Blackman, so that's canceled on the penalty, and it's a touchdown. Wow, kids, did y'all catch that? Here we got on the freshman kicker, Khalil Armand. Oh, my goodness.
What a turn of events right there.
Alex Mitchell, y'all, I know that's 2 pick sixes he's had. He had one in the Franklin game, and he had one here in the Blackman game. Armand busted.
Extra point is up and good.
9-0 with 6:37 left to go in the first
now,
quarter.
10,
and when you talk about
nothing.
Stork, how this Riverdale defense is getting ready to go into their,
like
let's see, this would be their 9th quarter of the year where they haven't given up a single point, and now they're scoring points. I mean, that's huge when you got a defense that's able to do that.
This time the Blaze would like to
beautiful
thank our
night here
sponsor,
in Rutherford County.
Pancake Party Rentals. Also, the Blaze family would like to thank our Blaze Level sponsors, SWBC Goodrich Wyatt Team and TM
But yeah,
Iron
I mean,
Group.
what a turn of events right there, Stork. I mean, you go from Jack Reisner shaking a guy off in his own end zone to make and pull off that big pass to, I mean, I know that's the call right there. It's a screen pass. You don't have any other options really, but you've got to see that kid standing right there in front of the receiver. And as a receiver too, you've got to break on the ball. You got to get in there.
All righty, here we go. Back at it here at Blackman Blaze Field. Grayson County 14, McLean County 6 as the Cougars are winning on their homecoming night. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Rutherford County, and we're operating under a waning crescent moon as we are in Week 3, Game 3 here at Blackman. Principals Dr. Lisa Justice, the Director of Schools Bill Spurlock, the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, Chandler Tiger, McCauley 6, NBA 7, 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. Sam's continuing to pump them into me. Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast as the numbers continue to build. Stay with us. We'll have some fun. Boy, we've had a great first quarter. It's been all Riverdale. And Blackman really needs to get something going here, Anthony, because if not, and they give the ball back to Riverdale and Riverdale scores, it could get ugly
quick. And, yeah, absolutely.
Warriors
that's not
set to kick
something
it
that
away.
you
Deep
want
for the
going
Blaze,
against
number
this
12,
defense.
Justin
But
Brown, and number 14, Ben
the only
Marshall.
thing you got going for you here is that at least you're going to get the ball back and start over from square one, and it's still the first quarter.
Ball in. Going to be picked up just to, oh, looky here. Oh, that didn't work very well, and that's where he'll start, just at the 12-yard line.
We got a late flag.
Going to have a 15-yard penalty, a little bit of celebration.
Yeah, and what would have been
unnecessary, Anthony.
Yeah.
Just unnecessary.
Can't have that because you make that tackle. Blackman's got to
start.
Here we
go. Watch. Tony Lee's going to make the call, but I've called this. This is already dead ball foul, unsportsman. Yep.
It'll be a dead ball penalty against Riverdale.
Yep.
So Blackman's going to get halfway decent field position out of this now.
Ravenwood already working on Franklin, 13-0. We picked that one, Sam. Franklin just don't have very much, and Will Hester does have a little bit of something over there, and that other side of the bracket. Well, they're going to step this off, and it's going to give Blackman a much better field position because of Riverdale's mistake. And not bad. From the 28.
Line where the Blaze will put it in play. First and 10.
And the quarterback is Snyder. Jack Reisner. I don't know where I got Snyder. How about Jack Reisner? 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They bring Justin Brown, number 12, down here by us. They've got number 3 up at the top, Demika Dowdy. And let's see what Chandler Tiger calls. In his hurry-up offense, we're back underway. Lone back. Fakes it. And, Anthony, what'd you think about that play?
Well, you're going to have another first down for a quarter,
intended for
roughing the
number
passer.
3, Demika Dowdy.
That's on 55, Isaac Oglesby.
Got a flag on the play. Preliminary indication is going to be against Riverdale, roughing the passer.
They had one of those last week.
Yeah, and that was, it led what was nearly a touchdown for Rossview as well.
43-yard line.
Greenville 14, Elizabethton 6.
Got to take advantage of this if you're Blackman.
You do. You want to score. Boy, you really need to put some points on the board here. Jack Reisner working out of a shotgun. Single to the top and twins to the bottom. Fake it to Pleasant. They let it go. Threw it behind his back. Herring was there on the defense.
Goes incomplete.
Man, and this Riverdale defensive front, I mean, really, honestly, they're just winning the battle in the trenches so far tonight, Stork, on both sides of the ball. Jack Reisner has not had much time to throw it, and offensively, they're running the ball great.
Trips to the top, kids. Reisner out of a shotgun. Little quick pitch.
That ball nearly came out right there, Stork. Elijah Herring all over that.
Running play, so that clock's going to continue to work here in the first quarter, 6:06. And the ball's just going to be marked at the 46.5-yard line. Jack Reisner out of a shotgun, 4 to the top, 1 to the bottom. They got James Haynes down here. Send a man in motion. They fake it to Pleasant. They let it go across the middle. And he wanted it.
This pass intended for number 8, James Haynes.
Crowd thought it was there.
I think they're going to keep the offense on the field possibly here and try to get Riverdale to jump.
Maryville 28, Farragut nothing, and that's in the third. Maryville putting the lights out on Farragut. Just a matter of time on that one, and that game will be in the win books. Out of a shotgun, Reisner with Jalen Pleasant.
This is huge if they don't get this, Stork.
Twins to the top. Reisner was moving, pooch punt.
That's going to get in the end zone, I think.
Going to bring it out at the 20s, what they're going to do, Anthony.
The end zone for the touchback.
Couldn't quite get there, Stork. Just couldn't quite get there.
Traffic still coming in, Anthony, here at Blackman Blaze.
Yeah, sure is, isn't it?
It is.
Ball be brought out to
boy, Chandler Tiger was asking me about old games, and I tell you, I can remember some of the most Smyrna games against Riverdale over there. I'm telling you, kids, all the way up to the end of the first half, they were still coming in because there's only one way to get into Smyrna and one way to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And we parked back there in that back, Anthony. I like to never got
out there by behind the fence by the baseball field.
Krager got locked in there. That's the night Krager got locked into Smyrna. Had to call the police. Had to get the baseball coach up there, let him out.
Oh, Tom.
Rockville 7, Siegel 0. I want to repeat that. Rockville 7, Siegel 0. Rick Rice of the Rockville Rockets. Principal out there, Steve Luker. Jamison Holcomb does a little play action. Nice screen up to the 40, up to the 45, up to the 50. Works it up into about the 47-yard line of Blackman.
A big play right there. And honestly, Stork, that kind of made my heart stop for a second because he threw that ball backwards. That would have been a live ball had Lloyd not come up with it. But, man, that kid has got wheels.
I don't think that's number 4. That's C. Coleman.
Oh, was it Coleman?
That's C. Coleman.
47-yard line.
Correction.
First and 10 Warriors.
I want to say it may have been Lloyd.
I thought it was Lloyd.
It was Lloyd before C. Coleman. It was Lloyd.
Okay.
Let's roll. Jamison Holcomb out of a shotgun. He's got Lloyd to the right. And Lakota Young's going to operate just a little bit to the left. Had no problem with the white jerseys. Fake it to Young. Holcomb wanted Lloyd and it wasn't there. But, boy, had he caught it, been a nice pickup.
Marcus Lloyd.
Yeah, they're just trying to get him on the seam route right there, going out off the edge. What you're running right there, it's a little bit of a pick play, Stork. You run your H-back on an in, get that running back going out into the flat, try to confuse the defensive backs. It was there, just a little too rich on the throw by Holcomb.
Number 28, Jermon Harold, was there on the defense. I've got a score coming out of Alabama at the end of first. Helena 6, Wetumpka 0. The Indians of Wetumpka. Lloyd is alone back with Jamison Holcomb. We bring twins down here by us. Let's see what happens. I got Celestine.
Lloyd on the carry.
Gonna bring up third down.
Yeah, and a 3rd and long.
Stop on
Most
the
likely
line,
we're going to
number
see
5,
Jamison
Cole
Holcomb
Reed.
put it in the air here. So if you're Blackman defensively, if you decide to bring pressure, come and
Two on
press
the play,
coverage and
third
go
down,
man to
8.
man again, you've got to be disciplined as a defensive back. Got to keep that guy on your hip.
4:16 left to go here in the first quarter.
That's what we've seen them do defensively tonight. I wonder if they go zone. We'll see.
10-0 Dale. And trying to put some more points on the board, and if they do, it's going to make it very difficult for
man coverage
Blackman.
with some pressure coming in.
Fakes the handoff to Lakota Young, and I mean Holcomb swallowed
Holcomb's
up,
gonna be
kids.
pulled out in the
Big
backfield.
number 95 for the Blaze, and that is Marson Russell. Mason Russell.
Right there.
Back to the backfield by number 95.
Works out perfectly right there,
Mason
Stork,
Russell.
because what you do is those corners out there in press coverage got a good push, knocked those
Fourth
receivers
down.
off, threw the timing off, and Holcomb didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Got Woodruff back here, it looks like.
Coverage sack, Stork, coverage sack.
Okay, Krager says no score in the Catholic schools. That's Father Ryan and JP2. Rockville 7, Seagull 0. Riverdale now in punt
Ben
formation.
Marshall back deep for the Blaze.
Waiting for the snap. Little heat, but he gets it away.
Not too good of a kick.
Oh, it hit somebody's foot, Anthony. It hit a Riverdale Warrior foot.
Should be, if it did hit his foot, it should be dead where it hit his foot.
Let's see what Tony Lee says.
That was maybe a 10-yard punt, though. Not a very good kick.
Maryville 28, Farragut 6. So Farragut did get on the board. I was going to call him Farragut.
I mean, that's what you could call the game, I guess. But
Ball's going to be spotted at the Blaze 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
They'll work from the 40.5. Trips to the top and twins to the bottom. Cornerback is Jack Reisner. And what did Reisner? That was a false start, wasn't it? 2 men moving. You can't do that. Reisner was moving in 13.
no, it was on Riverdale. Yeah, guy jumped on Riverdale off
Okay.
sides. Well, what you got right here, though, number 13, Peyton Thomas, right here at the bottom of your
There's a
screen
ball
in the
penalty
slot.
against
That's your
Riverdale.
backup quarterback. They're motioning
The ball out
Reisner
5
out
yards,
for
remains first
Thomas
down.
to take this snap. I wonder if they run the
Ball
same
at the
thing.
Blaze 46.
Reisner out of a shotgun.
Yeah, they are.
1st and 5.
This
That's
is
what
Thomas.
This is the backup. Boy, he did a quick pass, a little hop pass, and he completed, Anthony, to number 14, Ben Marshall.
That-
That
Thomas
looked
is
like
back.
something out of Urban Meyer's playbook in 2006 when he had
Complete to
Tim
number
Tebow
14,
playing
Ben
quarterback
Marshall.
for him right
Down
there.
to the Riverdale 45-yard
Macaulay
line.
6, NBA
At the
10.
Tommy's Express Car Wash.
2:25 left to go in the first.
Blaze.
Reisner operating out of a shotgun. He misses
Oh,
it.
ball's
Bad
loose.
handoff, and now Reisner comes to the turf.
Got a fumble on the exchange.
Boy, big number.
Recovered by Blackman.
55, that was Oglesby back there. Man, and that could have been a lot worse than it was right there, Stork, because if Reisner doesn't fall on that thing,
Takes the ball
Riverdale's
back
got
to the
great
Blaze
field position.
44-yard line. 2nd down.
One to the top, one to the bottom.
It's Thomas throwing.
Lost the picture there.
Oh, Elijah
Completed it to
Herring
Ben
took the
Marshall.
ball out.
Herring's got it up to the 40, and now up to the 37-yard line.
We have a flag down here at the bottom that I think was going to be a hold on Blackman, but Elijah Herring
got a
just
flag
straight
on
up
the
took
play.
the ball out of his hands.
Let's wait to see what Tony Lee had to say.
What a play.
Rewind that. What happened, Anthony? Holding.
On Blackman.
Blackman.
Riverdale ball.
Penalty was against the Blaze. It will be declined.
Well, what you have,
Riverdale
you got
will
both
take over.
quarterbacks in the backfield.
Yeah, I saw that.
Thomas takes the
Ball
snap, lets the thing go.
Recovered by number
Completes it to
31,
Marshall.
Elijah
Yeah,
Herring.
Marshall's able to make the catch, and you got a couple of Riverdale hats on the ball right there. Marshall, He's holding the ball out here. He doesn't have it high and tight against his body. And
Ball at the
Elijah
Blaze
Herring
37-yard
literally
line.
comes
First
in
and
there and
10,
takes the
Riverdale.
thing straight out of his hands. So what a play right there by Herring.
Holcomb, the quarterback, going to operate out of a shotgun. Let's see what he does. Hands it off right up the middle. Looks like they go with Marcus Lloyd for cloud of dust and 2 yards.
Man, Stork, and I tell you what, right here, if you're Riverdale,
11,
even though we're still in the first quarter, you can blow this thing open right here if you can take advantage of this great field position.
Gain of 3 on the
NBA
play.
10, Macaulay
7.
6. Like I said, 2:25 left to go in the first.
And again, I know we keep talking about field position, but in a game like this where you're going against a team that wants to boat race you, it's just so crucial.
And you got to get it downfield within the scoring range, down here closer to the other end.
Absolutely.
Second and a long 7 for Holcomb. And he can be patient, kids. He's got the lead. Fakes the handoff.
False start.
That's going to make it about.
No, it's on Blackman. We're gonna have
Timeout on the field.
Timeout Blackman.
All
But
right.
yeah, like you said though, Stork, you want to separate yourself as much as you can because the Blackman offense, it's a quick strike offense.
Once
They
again,
can
the
put
Blaze would like to
2
thank our
scores
timeout
on you
sponsor
quick,
this
so you
year,
got to take
First Class
advantage while
Painting,
you can, a good field
where you get your
position.
first class quality and service.
Well,
every
what's your synopsis of the Chandler Tigard era so far?
Well, I mean, personally, I've only been here, seen it for 11 minutes and 10 minutes and 46 seconds.
Our
But,
Blue Level sponsor,
I mean,
King Tiger Martial
they're
Arts,
kind of shooting
Taco
themselves in the
Bell,
foot, Stork. They're
Ray's
giving up
Import and
some
Auto
big
Repair,
plays defensively.
European,
Offensively,
Asian automotive
they're turning the
specialist,
ball over.
Claim
If
correct, Matt
if you
Ward
can't
Realty,
play and execute
Blackman Grove
against
Dental,
teams like Riverdale
Allen Family
and play fundamental
Chiropractic.
ball, it's going to be really, really hard to come back from behind the 8 ball.
Baylor 21, Knox Catholic 14. Marcus Lloyd, Jamison Holcomb, they're going to operate out of the backfield. Seed Coleman wears number 4, and he's at the top of the screen, kids. They got Mackie Bonds down here. Looking. Holcomb stays patient. Went for that crossing route
Holcomb
pass.
pass
Wanted
goes incomplete.
Seed Coleman.
Intended for number 4, Seed Coleman.
Germantown 0, Whitehaven 0.
A flag on the play.
I believe they call that Region 6,
Going to
6A.
be against the Blaze for roughing the passer.
Wow.
So now Blackman's roughing the passer. That's an automatic 15 yards and a first down. Doesn't matter where you are, that's an automatic first down. You get 15 and a fresh set of 4. Roughing the center, roughing the passer, roughing the kicker, all of them are personal fouls. Brentwood 0.
Billy takes the ball down to the Blaze
Summit
19-yard
7.
line.
Summit 7,
Riverdale have it
Brentwood
there,
0.
1st and 10.
As Summit moves up to 6A ball. They once were M5A. Hopefully we're blowing your living room up, and I hope you're enjoying the game. We've got a lot more action coming at you. Right now, 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom, and Jamison Holcomb will operate out of a shotgun. He fakes it. And Anthony tried to push it in there, and it just wasn't there.
You go play, it's an RPO right there, Stork. You get the guy going on the slant route. He pulls from the belly because Lloyd doesn't have anywhere to go, and you got to get the thing off quick. But it was good coverage right there by number 4, Braylon Meek, for the Blaze.
Either way, it's second down, gave them 1 to burn, and still 10 yards to go. And kids, 1:07, so the incomplete pass left to go here in the first quarter.
This has been a long quarter, Stork.
But it's been a fun quarter. We've had a lot of great action.
Sure has.
I got 36 minutes left. Mount Pleasant, Cascade knotted up at 7. Holcomb fakes it, looking, catching heat, and he lets it go. Was behind him, Anthony.
Yeah, he has the angle right there. That's just not the right ball from Jamison Holcomb. If you go over his shoulder and lead him toward the pylon, I think he scores right there, but just not the greatest of throws right there from
He wanted Israel Celestine, and Celestine had a nice in and around last Friday night. Did a real good job. We gave it to Seed Coleman, and then we reversed it and gave it back to Celestine.
And if you're Blackman right here, this is probably just outside of Khalil Armand's range right here, so if you can bow up on third down, you could try to get yourself the ball back, 4-down territory.
C. Coleman to the top of the screens. Twins down here by us. Blackman operating out of a 52 defense. Jamison fakes it. He's catching heat. He lets it go and tosses it. He completes it. Going to score a touchdown, Anthony. C. Coleman. No, that's Lloyd. Touchdown, Lloyd. Touchdown, Riverdale.
Blown coverage right there by Blackman. They didn't have anybody on that side of the field at all within 10 yards of Marcus Lloyd, and Holcomb was under some heat, but he was able to stay composed and find it.
He was. He stayed really composed. Just let him come after him. I've seen Sonny Gray do that a couple of times against the Ottawa Owls as they were bull rushing him, and he would just keep baiting them, keep faking, keep pumping, and then at the last second let it go.
But, boy, if you're Riverdale making this a 3-possession game in the first quarter, you couldn't ask for anything more.
Khalil Armand, the freshman kicker. He's been doing good so far, kids. He pops it. Well, Anthony, it's shaping up just like you thought. You know, right now, based on what we know, it's been the same in the county since 2015. Oakland number 1 right now in the county. Riverdale number 2, and then fill in the blank 3, 4. But you know, it gets kind of crazy with our new region. Hadn't seen a lot of Stewart's Creek. But right now, the Rockville Rockets, who is doing a good job against Siegel, they possibly could get in the playoffs, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how things shape up as we finally get into region play here in week 3, you know, we've got plenty of football left here to play tonight. But, I mean, this is a big game. This right here is likely for probably number 2, most likely number 2 in the region. So,
well, if you get beat, if you're Blackman and you get beat by Riverdale, and if Stewart's Creek gets you, that's a big game, swinging game. I mean, you know, and they still, I mean, a lot of things still got to happen, but there's only 4 slots for the playoffs, kids. Innsworth 14, Christian Brothers 0. I repeat, Innsworth 14, Christian Brothers 0. So Coach Thomas McDaniel, water getting up around his neck quickly, and that's at Christian Brothers Memphis. So the Brotherhood going to have to pull together on that one, Sammy. Here we go. Appreciate our sponsor tonight, John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. From the 25 up to the 30, up to the 32.
Ben Marshall on the return.
Getting a little bit chippy out there, but that's all right. Riverdale just needs to hold their composure, Anthony.
Yeah, sure do. You know, you don't, at this point in the game, you're up 3 possessions. You're playing really sound defense. Just don't shoot yourself in the foot here, Stork.
Yeah, if he can,
be spotted at
you know, he's almost close to getting out of the first quarter. He's had a couple of penalties. You want to try to clean it up, you know, go for another 12 minutes.
I mean, Blackman comes at you with so much offensively. They've got a very deep playbook, so just make sure that you're staying within yourself. Read your keys, play sound defense, and do what you do best.
All right, Jack Reisner out of a shotgun, and he's going to have number 1, Jalen Pleasant, right behind him. Fake it. Give it to Pleasant. Pleasant coming this way. Boy, Anthony, the defense just comes really quick from the Riverdale Warriors.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. There's nothing else to say there, Stork. I mean, you get hats to the ball quick. Can't say anything else about that. Absolutely.
Tamarius Smith was right in there, number 2. And he's like, you know, I didn't do anything but just try to hit him real good. Second down now.
We haven't seen a whole lot out of the ground game from Blackman here.
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
Down 9.
Well, Twins to the top. Doing a real good job, Spencer. Hang in there. Fake it. Reisner lets it go. He completes it. And up to the 48-yard line, and it's good enough for a first down, Anthony. They complete the number 3 to Micah Dowdy.
Yeah, deep cross right there. Reisner rolling out to his right. A good throw on the run right there by the young junior.
Ball's going to be spotted at the
They set up quickly at the 48. Fresh set of 4, giving to Reisner, the quarterback. He operates out of a shotgun. They bring trips down here. He's looking, catching heat, Anthony. I mean, he was catching it quick.
Yeah, and right there, number 24, I think that is right there, Isaiah Knox from Riverdale getting in there. And they're trying to set up the screen again, but Reisner has had guys in his face all night long so far.
Well, that's the end of 12 minutes, and that was a long 12 minutes, but exciting. Exciting.
Middle Tennessee.
There you go, Spencer. Good job.
School of Journalism and Strategic Media is proud to announce that this game is being streamed live to the NFHS network. Coverage of this event is provided by MTN Sports Student Media. To watch the replay of this game or any of their other games of the week, please visit middletennesseenews.net/sports.
Also in the house tonight is the famous Stork Vision.
Also at this time, ladies and gentlemen, the Blackman High School cheerleaders are going to be coming through the stands collecting donations for Waverly High School.
That's a nice
Help the
gesture.
victims of the flood victims down in Waverly.
Up in Waverly.
Please be generous if you can tonight. The cheerleaders will be coming through the crowd collecting donations for Waverly High School and to help the victims.
It's just a real sad deal up there, Stork.
Yeah, and I talked to Rick Rice about it. He just said that a little bit of it had to do with infrastructure, but there is a lot of creeks and stuff, and they just filled up and no place for the water to go. And now we move into the second quarter. Blackman, 2nd and 10.
He's going to throw it.
Yep. They complete it.
Oh, what a hit.
Boy, that was a nice hit.
Thomas's pass is complete to number 14, Ben Marshall. Stopped by
Tamoria Smith was right there.
Boy, I'm surprised Ben Marshall's able to hold on to that football.
Third down.
He got clocked right there.
3rd and 4. One to the top, twins to the bottom. Reisner will operate out of a shotgun. He's going to get the first down, Anthony. They completed to number 14, Ben Marshall.
Yeah.
So fresh set of 4 given to
Boy, I got to take my hat off to Ben Marshall right now. Hanging in there, taking 2 big hits in a row like that, hanging on to the football, getting his team a first down.
This twin-looking quarterback, the 13 can take it, or Reisner. But they're going to go with Reisner this time. They're also using 13, Peyton Thomas. As Anthony points out, he is the backup. Trips to the top. It's like a backyard razzle-dazzle. Reisner throws, not there.
We're going to get
pass interference.
Pass intended for number 3.
Demicah Dowdy was the intended receiver.
And Reisner had the right idea there, too, especially. He steps up in the pocket. You go down low right there for Demicah Dowdy. He's the only one that has an opportunity to catch that ball, forcing the defensive back to go over the top, drawing the penalty.
Kid Hartsfield getting all he wants, kids, because Cascades 14, Mount Pleasant 7, and that's in the second.
There you go, Coach.
So Anthony now coaching the Blackman Blaze. Little pass interference, and the ball's going to be marked on the 21-yard line. Fresh set of 4 given to Reisner, the quarterback. They're going to send trips to the top. Need to get the chains.
Going with the chains?
Come on. We'll help them, Anthony. I've done this before. I've yelled. I've got people out of the stands around the chains.
That's another Tommy's Express car wash. First down, Blaze.
You did what you could in youth football, kids. Trips to the top. They got number 12 down here at the bottom of the screen, and that's Justin Brown. Let's see what they do. They also got Ben Marshall up there. He's made a couple of grabs. Reisner. And Anthony, what do you think, man? They got it up there to the 12-yard line.
Not bad right there. Good little tunnel screen. You get your guard and tackle out there to help block right there for number 12, Justin Brown. And they're putting together a good-looking drive finally, Stork.
Well, they really need to put some points on the board.
Gain of 9 on the play. Second down.
Keeping Riverdale's defense out there on the field. Trips to the top.
He's going to throw
it. Lets it go. Threw it out of the back of the end zone.
Little rich right there by Thomas.
Yeah.
Goes incomplete.
And something that you can
very creative, though, Anthony. I mean, what do you think about all this?
Extremely creative. I mean, it's almost beautiful to watch, Stork, but something that I kind of pick up on that I'm starting to notice. Peyton Thomas is lining up on the right side of the formation. If he comes into the backfield and he's taking the snap going left, he's going to throw the ball probably because he is left-handed.
What about this?
Wow.
What was that, you all?
Come out of the slot and take
What was that? I mean, it was like nobody even knew he was
late
coming.
Flag, I think.
That's not going to be a dead ball foul.
Thomas on the carry.
Usually that's a 15-yarder, kids, and Blackman shaking their hands. Maryville 35, Farragut 6. That's the end of third. this could make it really bad because if it's a big penalty, it could be half the distance to the goal. Tony Lee is working this all out.
Riverdale's finally able to run some guys out on defense.
Yeah.
Get some hats off the field to get some water.
Personal foul, half the distance to the goal, kids. He's going to step this off because he won't get the full 15.
It'll be a dead ball.
So they're going to put it at the 5. It's now 1st and goal. I mean, you can't get any more first down.
We're going to have a little wildcat here, Stork.
The 5-yard line.
Both quarterbacks are out of the game.
Only way to get a first down is if you roughing the passer or something like that. Let's see what they do.
37, Ryan Upton is going to take the snap, it looks like. Maybe 11. No, it was 11.
11, just straight up the middle. They score. Kevon Henderson.
Number 11, Kevon Henderson.
Touchdown, Kevon Henderson. Touchdown, Blackman Blaze.
Boy, Stork, and they really needed that drive bad. They've just been kind of turnovers and penalties and weren't able to really get anything going, and now they're able to finally sustain a drive. They kind of gassed that Riverdale defense a little bit. We'll see what's going on here. We got ourselves a football game.
We sure do. Let's see what they do. Is this a swinging gate?
Flag. Late flag again.
Uh-oh, dead ball. And it's Riverdale. It is Riverdale. Be assessed on the kickoff. Watch this. I've seen this before. Tony Lee. And if that's 2 on the same person, you could possibly be thrown out. You got to be careful right here. Boy, Will is going to be hot at halftime. Tony Lee's writing all that down, kids. Crazy game. Appreciate you, Josh Connor. Glad you're watching the game. Got a bunch of Oakland people watching tonight. Stewart's Creek. Some of you football rats, I hope I'm doing a good job. Just let me know. I'm doing everything I can. Is this not a crazy game, kids? Here comes Tony. Dead ball, personal foul, called against. It went both ways. Did they call one on Blackman also? Was that both ways?
I don't know. I think they're still talking about it.
I saw him point one at Blackman and one at Riverdale, so that could be offsetting. The ball staying right where it is.
I don't know personnel-wise what Blackman's doing. They've had guys running in, running out, running in, running out. Let's count. We got 11 players out there?
I don't know, Coach Fiorella. Let me know. Here we go. They're going to run the same play. They're going to just shotgun snap straight up the middle. It didn't work that time. It didn't work. See, Coleman was in there. Elijah Herring, number 31.
Extra point attempt is no good.
Boy, Coach Tigert, I tell you what, he is aggressive. He's
So
not afraid to try some stuff.
So Kayvon Henderson scored. They tried to go back to Kayvon Henderson on the
Blaze would like to thank this year's touchdown.
17-6.
Magnolia Inc.
17-6 with 10-10 left. And right now, I mean, so what are you thinking, Anthony?
I mean, you needed that drive bad if you were Blackman. And
Yeah.
if you're the Riverdale defense, I mean, you get the chip off your shoulder of, okay, we've given up some points now this season, so we don't have to worry about all that anymore. But offensively, if you're Riverdale, you know, you want to run the ball, you want to milk the clock.
And Wilson Bank and Trust.
Put that thing in the end zone and keep yourself ahead by as much as possible.
If I don't do anything else tonight, I'd like to thank my sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. If you're buying, selling, or building a home, reach out to John, MurfreesboroHomesOnline.com. Starts with John. Starts all with John. Okay, we got other coaches watching. Appreciate you. Coach David Watson is watching. He's tuned in, I would rather say. So he is tuned in to Stork Vision, Oakland coach. Eating some Toots wings.
Already 5 miles. Torrey set to kick it off for the Blaze.
Appreciate the nod, Coach David Watson. Hopefully we're bringing the picture to you. That's Jolie Spencer.
Riverdale, number 83.
Your hostess with the mostest from Jeff Ruby's. My color guy is Anthony Fiorella. My name's Stork Montgomery. I'm your play-by-play. We're back underway with Stork Vision.
Good kick.
Kick goes into the end zone for the touchback.
That's the best policy right there, Stork. Kick it in the end zone. They can't run it back on you.
Yeah, and
Ball be right out to the 20-yard line.
nice kick. I mean, give a little credit to Blackman. Nice kick. That's,
Warriors will put it in play, 1st and 10.
And right here, I'm kind of curious to see how aggressive Coach Kreisky gets here on this first play. They've been able to hit on some big plays on the first plays of the last couple of drives.
I'd run the ball.
So
I'd run it right up against them. I'd
We'll
run it
see
just like
what
Thomas
happens.
McDaniel. I'd run it like Gary Rankin. I'd run it like Roy Kidd. I'd run it. I really would.
Kidd.
I would run the fire out of it. I'd get my backs of Lakota Young and Marcus Lloyd and just tell them, going to be a big half for you guys. Here we go. Holcomb. Just too many guys moving, and I think it was.
Little illegal procedure here, Stork.
That could be also too many guys
Dead ball
moving.
penalty, false start
Anyway, it's
against
first
Riverdale.
down, 1st and 15.
Penalty will take the ball back to the 15-yard line.
Well, now you're
Still
going
first down.
to put yourself in a pass situation if you don't watch it and going to need a level 2. This is a big down here on the first down as your 1st and 15. Holcomb going to need to maintain the composure. Seed Coleman comes down here by us. He's got Lakota Young and Marcus Lloyd. Marcus Lloyd on a swing pass. Bring it up to the 15, up to the 20, and up to the 22, and he gets out of bounds. He was tackled by number 5,
pass
Cole
complete to
Reed,
number 6,
the linebacker,
Marcus
the senior linebacker.
It's that same play they ran earlier that they hit big with Lloyd on right there, Stork.
Number
Did a pretty
23,
good job there,
Tyre
getting about 8
Fuller
yards
Elmore
on
with a stop for
it.
Blackman.
They just want to get that kid in space, Stork. I mean, as fast as he is, you want to get him outside the tackles and let him do his thing.
Coleman
Second
back
down,
down
9.
here by us, and they send number 21, Braden Corn, up to the top of the screen. Twin split backs with Holcomb. Fake it, play action. Holcomb scrambling, lets it go across the middle and almost picked off, Coach. He wanted to see Coleman.
We got a little flag down here
broken up by number 4, Braylon Meek.
out here on the boundary.
Tiger's holding his head. It could be against
Third
them.
down.
Wait for the flag.
Holding on the defense.
Holding on the defense, and
Also
that's going to
flag
leave
on
a
the play.
mark.
Well,
and
that's something that when you're aggressive, you play press coverage, trying to jam those receivers on the outside. That's something that can happen, and unfortunately for Blackman, it does there.
Penalty's gonna bring the
That's going to be a
ball out
first
to
down
the
for Riverdale.
31-yard
Yep,
line.
1st and 10 now for the Warriors. That gives Jamison a
Defensive
little bit of
holding
breathing
penalty.
room. He's going to try to burn some of his clock. He's going to let
First
it
down,
milk
Riverdale.
once he gets it going. Moore County 7, Eagleville 0. Halftime, Rockville 7, Siegel 0.
Wow.
And here we go. Out of a shotgun, Jamison Holcomb.
yeah.
Twins down here by us. Looking, lets it go. Boy, beautiful pass, and he caught it. Is that Celestine?
No, it was incomplete.
Incomplete.
Holcomb's pass goes incomplete, ruled out of bounds.
I mean, Coach Kreisky, what he's trying to do here, if Blackman's going to go
Pass was
press
intended for
coverage,
number 83,
he's saying,
Dakota
look,
Young.
my guys are better than your guys. I trust my receivers.
Second
I
down,
trust
10.
my quarterbacks to win these one-on-one matchups here. And they're just trying to pick on them on the outside.
2nd and 10. Z. Coleman comes down here. And Corn. Lakota Young, 35, 40, 45. Big jump the guy. Did you see that, kids, right there on Stork Vision? Flag on the
Lakota
play
Young
up
on
to
the
about
carry.
the 48.
I think I don't know if it's, I believe there's a rule in the TSSAA that you are not allowed to hurdle a player. I think that's what this could be.
Wow. Let's see what Tony Lee has to say. Nice job, Spence. You kept it right in play.
Still,
and all the people back home got to see it too.
regardless of the flag, yeah, that was fun to watch.
Nice job.
What a play.
Let's see what they say.
Yeah.
There was a flag on the previous play against Riverdale.
Boy, that hurts. I don't know about that rule, Stork. I
Finley
mean,
brings the ball back to the 35-yard line.
Personal foul called against Riverdale, 15-yard penalty.
I know it's a safety thing and all that, but I mean,
I don't like it, Anthony.
I don't know
I think
if
it's
I
unfair.
like it either. Yeah.
I thought it looked good on Stork
I
Vision.
mean, if that's what it's for.
I don't care.
If that's
I
what
like
it's
it.
for,
I like it. Let's start. There we go. Second down. Holcomb going to operate out of a shotgun with 8:57 left to go here in the first half. They give it to Lloyd. Lloyd going to hit right up the middle. Lloyd being pushed back. Lloyd.
Wow.
I mean, Blackman
Marcus
is
Lloyd
balling
on the
up.
carry.
Number 5, Cole Reed.
Yeah, and
Number 5, Cole
again,
Reed.
they're loading the box. They're daring Riverdale to go over the top here. Riverdale trying to establish the running game, having a tough time getting anything going. So we'll see if Holcomb can burn them over the top.
Going to bring up third down, 8.
Running play, so that clock will continue to work as you see it working. And it's going to put them in a third down situation. 3rd and 8 now for the Riverdale Warriors. 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom, and a lone back, and you need a level 2 pass from a shotgun. 2-step, 3-step. He's catching some heat, and he lets it go. Oh, Anthony, what did Harry? And it was there.
He about had him.
Pass was intended for number 31, Elijah
It
Herring.
was tough right there because Holcomb knew that they were coming. I mean, he knew he could feel the pressure.
Gonna bring up
That's his
fourth
only
down.
option right there over the middle of the
Give
field.
Chandler Tigert some credit here. He put a little bit of pressure on the Riverdale Warriors and kind of exposed them a little bit, brother.
Absolutely. And honestly, the way of these past couple of series offensively for Riverdale, I've been impressed with the
Back for the
Blackman
Blaze, number
defense. They've
14,
really done a
Ben
good job
Marshall.
of bowing up here and keeping
Number 19,
Riverdale at bay.
Ryan Edmiston in punt formation.
Ravenwood now
Warriors.
letting it spin out of control. They're at 33. Franklin's at 3.
Here they come.
Little heat. Fielded at the 35, up to the 40, up to the 44. Nice
Marshall on
run
the
back.
return.
And that's where Blackman will take over. They got plenty of time, Anthony. They get a score here. They're back in this ball game, really back in this ball game.
An official's timeout on the
Official
field.
timeout for an
Macaulay
injury.
20, NBA 17, and about 51 seconds till halftime.
Good ball game right there.
Yeah, good ball game. We got one going on here, 17-6. Looks like number 21's down on the field, and that would be Brandon Korn. I'd like to remind you of our sponsor, John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. Korn's back up and on his feet. Did I just say that? Korn is up and on his feet? Wait a minute. Did I just say that? Got to watch what I say. If you're looking to buy, sell, or build a home, it all starts with John.
At the Blaze 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
And I did not get a broadcast picture of all of us together. Let's see if we can get that done right here.
I'll move quick.
Here we go, real quick. 1, 2, 3. That's our team. Back at it here at Blackman from a shotgun. Everybody grab a hold of something. Let's go. Oh, gosh, he just pulled his helmet back, and now it's intercepted. Alex Mitchell has it at the 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Alex Mitchell. Touchdown, Riverdale.
Reisner's pass intercepted by number 1,
Boy.
Alexander Mitchell.
That happened real fast, didn't it, kids?
Oh, I
return for the
mean, I
Warrior
tell you what,
touchdown.
Reisner feeling the pressure off the backside gets absolutely leveled letting go of that football. And, I mean, it's just too easy there for Alex Mitchell. What is that, 3 of them now?
PAT attempt in order. This will be an untimed down.
He has scored twice on defense tonight, both pick sixes, both of over 40 yards.
Khalil Aman, the freshman, is on the field to kick the PAT. He's done real good so far, kids. Let's see what he does on this one. Boom. Armand.
No good.
Extra point is no good.
It was no good. It
Pushed
looked good
off
from
to the
here.
right.
Looked good
We
from
got a
my
timeout on the
screen.
field store now. Riverdale 23, Your Blackman
23-6.
What this does here, though, where Blackman went for 2, now it just negates all that. So, but, man, I tell you what, if you're the Riverdale defense putting up 13 points now
you get first
in the
class
first
quality
half,
and service every time.
you can't ask for any more than that out of your defense, I mean, they've scored more points than they've allowed tonight, Stork.
Whoa, hold your horses. Coming out of East Tennessee, Jefferson County 17, William Blunt 14. I repeat, Jefferson County 17, William Blunt 14. Phillips in a good game over in East Tennessee and looking to pick up his first win as he is 0-2.
Hanging in.
Yeah. Macaulay 20, NBA 17. That's probably gone in the half. So right now, you Riverdale, you just want to play good defense. You don't want to get in any penalties. You don't want to do anything. You want to try to get out of here and get out of this half. You're Blackman, you want to get the ball. You want to score as quickly as possible and give it back to Riverdale.
Well, you have got. I mean, I know right there that was a busted play, but it's a team sport. You've got to clean up these turnovers. If you continue turning the ball over like this, it's going to get ugly quick.
Brentwood Academy 7 and Briarcrest 17. Up to the 30, up to the 33, and that's where the Blaze will start. But they're playing, with a lot of – Blaze is not down, even though they're losing, Anthony. They're playing with a lot of emotion.
I mean, it's the backyard brawl, Stork. This is it's a big rivalry game. These guys out here, they don't like each other. They don't want the other school on the other side of Highway 99.
Be spotted at the Blackman
they want to get after
line.
each other. It's going to be chippy
First
all night.
10 Blaze.
That's the Bart Smith Field here at Blackman High School. Flipper letting me know. I see you, Clarissa. I got you. Old Grayson County chum right there, folks. That's old blood. They give the handoff up the middle, up to the 35, up to the 40, up and pulled down from behind, Anthony. And they gave
Pleasant on the carry.
Number 47 was there on the stop. Malachi Common.
Yeah, they go with a draw play right there, showing pass, the late handoff. Good run right there by Pleasant.
Yeah, nice pickup by Pleasant. They give it right back to him. He's coming this way, but boy, not before Elijah Herring wraps him up, the UT commitment.
That guy is just so quick off the edge, sheds blocks
number 31, Elijah
in the span
Herring.
of literally half a second right there, fights his man off fast.
Running play, so that clock will continue to work with 6:47 left to go here in the first half. You got Reisner out of a shotgun, little swing pass.
That's a fumble.
Threw it behind Pleasant.
They say it was a forward pass, incomplete.
And now it's fourth down, Anthony, and you might be giving the ball back to the Riverdale Warriors.
And the thing that can, that's tough, that you have your pluses and you have your minuses with hurry-up offenses. One of your minuses is if you go 3 and out, you go 3 and out fast. And in situations like this, it isn't good.
No. Now you're in a fourth down situation, 6:39 left to go, and they're going for it.
They're gonna try to get a hard count. Yeah. Timeout.
Timeout. He's got them to burn. So Coach Fiorella, so far, the Chandler Tiger offense, they've turned the ball over, and you just can't. I talked to Will Hester. What was it? He told us in that first week, you turned the ball over 6 times against NBA, you're going to get beat.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to clean up the turnovers, and really that's what's killed them most, to be quite honest with you. You take away those 2 pick sixes right here, Stork. It's 13-6 right now. You're down by a touchdown. Your defense is playing well. Offensively, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And if you're Riverdale, your offense hadn't even hardly been on the field in the first half,
Innsworth 31, Christian Brothers 7. Yeah, you haven't.
You haven't been on the field that much. So if your offense is able to come out fresh in the second half, put a few more scores on them,
it get ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly. All right. Jack Reisner, the Brentwood Academy transfer, operates out of a shotgun, 1 to the top and twins to the bottom on a fourth down situation. Little Poochie punt, and they get it off. Going to roll down to about the 20-yard line, bounce back this way, and finally going to rest at the 20.
Reisner
But not a
puts
bad
the ball
kick.
down around the Riverdale 20-yard line.
Not a bad kick at all.
That's where it'll be
Reisner,
spotted.
he's a good
Warriors
punter,
will put it in
Stork.
play
He
there.
really
First
is.
and 10 from their 20.
He's done a good job of getting Riverdale backed up.
I'm Jamison
Force 'em to
Holcomb,
work
kids.
for it.
I just want to take my time. I'm in no hurry whatsoever.
No, you got a good lead. You got
Run
6.5
that clock.
minutes, 2 timeouts.
I mean, I want to play Jimmy Maynard ball. Let the air out of the ball.
But you really also, I mean, I think it's crucial on this drive right here before halftime, even if it's only 3, to get a few more points, you know? I mean,
Well, yeah, I want to drive.
You got to put
But you want to keep the running. You want to run the ball and run the clock.
Absolutely.
Those
you
are the
gotta
two.
You got to get Blackman as far behind the 8 ball as you can.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, if they start scoring, they can score quick and come back quick. So
Yep.
if you're Riverdale, like you just said, run the ball, but make sure that drives are ending in points.
All right, let's see what he does. Holcomb. He's going to get that clock rolling here on a handoff is what he's going to do. One to the top, twins to the bottom. Here comes C. Coleman. Handoff. That moves the clock, kids, and that's Lloyd.
That's that RPO play again there, Stork. Coleman
Lloyd
going
on
out
the
on a
carry.
slant route. They also get one of those receivers on the outside running a corner off. This time they decide to give to Lloyd, though. He's able to get a couple. Maybe 1 or 2. No, it looks like line of scrimmage, actually. Never mind.
Well, it's second down, second and 10.
No
Either
gain on
way,
the
look
play.
at what that
Second down
clock's
and 10.
doing. That clock's moving. That's what, I mean, if I'm Coach Will Kreisky, I want to get out of this quarter with what I've got. You're going to send Mackie Bonds up to the top of the screen. We got C. Coleman down here by us. Holcomb operating out of a shotgun. Fakes it, looking, lets it go. Ooh, he wanted Mackie Bonds.
Holcomb's pass intended for number 3, Mackie Bonds.
Smyrna 10, Hillsboro 0, Lebanon 14,
Number
Cookville
23,
7.
Kyle
That's a
Yearful,
little better than I
elbow
thought,
at the coverage for
Sam.
Blackman.
Really thought Coach Maynard would get
Third down,
beat up
10.
by Lebanon, and that's halftime. So Coach Maynard not out of it yet.
Lebanon's still Chuck, isn't it?
Chuck Gentry,
Yeah.
that is correct. Wetumpka 7, Helena 6. That PAT may hurt Richie Busby later on. Just have to see how that game develops. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. On a third down situation, 3rd and 10. Holcomb needs a first down to keep the drive alive. He lets it go. He completes it, and he's out of bounds.
What a throw right there by Jamison Holcomb.
Holcomb's pass
Fading
is complete.
backwards, having to go to the outside shoulder of the receiver.
Number
Really
19,
good arm
Ryan
strength right
Etchison
there,
on the
throwing off your back
reception.
foot to complete that pass.
Ball's going to be spotted at the Warrior 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Riverdale.
Chain gang moves. Boxman resets. Fresh set of 4 given to Jamison Holcomb, the senior quarterback, as he'll operate from the 40-yard line. They should roll the clock, but he ran out of bounds, didn't he, Anthony? So that stopped it. Twins down at the bottom, a single up at the top. Jamison, C. Coleman in motion. They hit C. Coleman, tried to, Anthony, threw it behind him.
Yeah, that's the
Holcomb
linebacker,
pass
number
is
11,
batted
Kayvon
down.
Henderson right there, the man that scored the touchdown earlier,
Knocked
getting his
down by
big
number
paws
11,
up there in the
Kevon
passing lane.
Henderson.
Tried a little hot pass, and it didn't work. Briarcrest 17, Brentwood Academy 7. So Briarcrest, Memphis is who that is.
As a pass rusher, though, Stork, I mean, that's what you
Are
always
you a
wanna
pass
do.
rusher? I thought you was a
Oh,
banker.
Second down, 10.
No,
I
I'm
didn't
not
know
a
you was a pass rusher. I thought you
I'm
was a
talking.
banker.
That's them. That's them. But
I'm glad you got the bank
you always,
locked up.
You always want to get those hands up there at the last second, right there. That's well coached.
2nd and 10. The electric kicked off this afternoon. Thank goodness TVA got it back on. Anthony, they all moved. Anthony had to close the safe up, and
you know what? Right there, Mackie Bonds was down here
Could have
in
a
the
dead ball
slot.
penalty, false start.
He wasn't
against
covered.
Riverdale.
There wasn't another DB over here.
Takes the ball back.
all
to
right,
the
going to start from the
35-yard line.
35.
Second down.
2nd and 15.
Blackman caught a break there.
Appreciate my sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. Hoover, 27, Vestavia Hill, 0. Out of a shotgun, Jamison Holcomb. And he hands it off. Lakota Young, flags on the play. Holding, isn't it, Anthony? Has to be.
Most likely.
Dakota Young on the carry.
I saw a flag. Yep, it's over there on the far side of the field next to the 36-yard line, between 35 and 36.
Got a flag on the play.
There's Tony Lee. Let's see what Tony says. Have to get Tony a hot wing over at Jonathan's. Come on, Tony.
Nope, illegal shift.
It's illegal procedure there. Shift is this.
Yeah.
You call enough youth football, Anthony, you learn what them terms, man. I called 8 games a day. That's where I cut my feet. Arrived in Rutherford County in 1997. And I did youth football 1998, 99, 2000, 2001, and 2002. In 2002, I called 72 football games in 1 year. Twins to the bottom, one to the top, and Jamison Holcomb is all by himself with his feet rest on the 25-yard line, and they want a timeout called by Riverdale with 5:22 left to go here in the first half. I'd like to remind you about that app. It's in the Apple App Store or in the Google Play Store. Stork Vision, just download it. You can keep up with what's going on. I've got a final out of East Tennessee. Maryville Rebels 42, Farragut 14. So those guys will tune in to Stork Vision and watch the rest of this one, I'm sure.
Farragut kept it to less than a running clock.
Yes, they did.
That's hard to do against Maryville.
Well, I mean, I thought Riverdale would try to get it down there and score, and I still think they're going to try to. But what's so far? I mean, they're keeping it out of Blackman's hands right now. But a second and long. It looks like second and about 22, doesn't it, Anthony?
They're saying
second and 20.
Second 20. Yeah.
Second and 20. Here we go. 5:22 left to go in the first half. On a second and 20. Holcomb lets it go. Oh, just pretty pass, but not pretty into his hands.
Again, you're just
not a lot to work with when you're running it up that sideline.
It's just a straight go route, one-on-one coverage. You got a shorter corner against a taller receiver. Holcomb's trying to put it up high, let his guy go up and make a play, and just wasn't able to connect that time.
Third down now, 3rd and 20. Worst part about it is clock stops, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're
and now you got to have a level 2 pass, kids.
If you're Coach Tigard with 2 timeouts here in 5
You're not in 4-down
to
territory, so you're going to either have to get it here or punt it away.
You like seeing this.
Little jet sweep coming this way, kids. Boy, just tried to take his head off. Number 36, Shepard, L.J. Shepard. And they let number 9 run it, and that's Celestine on a jet sweep, but it wasn't enough, was it? They're now going to have to punt it. And that should put the clock into motion. It does. It continues to work on the Celestine jet sweep. Ryan Edmonston looks like he's going to be kicking for
Ryan Edmondson in punt formation for Riverdale.
Warriors. 4:36 left to go in the
Marshall.
first half. If you're Chandler Tigard, you want to get the ball, and you got to go quick. You got to score.
They're coming after it.
Here they come. He gets it off.
Good kick.
From the 25. And quickly brought down just at the 29-yard line, Anthony.
Return.
Not much of a run back.
Yeah, good hang time on the punt right there by Edmiston. You give you guys plenty of time to get down there and make the play, and Marshall just didn't have much to work with there.
Senior Xavier Ford was there on the stop, number 33, and that's where Chandler Tigers, Blackman Blaze will try to go to work with 4:17 left to go here in the first half. Your score 23-6, and it's a big series for the Blaze.
And I know it's a hurry-up offense, but don't get in too much of a rush here. If you want to run the ball, run the ball. You got 2 timeouts. You got 4 minutes. It's just important that you score.
They got the 4-pack up to the top, and now Riverdale's jumped off sides. Alex Mitchell, and that's going to give them a 5-yard free pass. Clock will stop, Anthony.
Well, we had a receiver move down here from Blackman on the bottom of the screen as well. number 1 down here. So
let me give you some scores. At half, CPA 16, BGA 6. Hendersonville 14, Beach 3. Independence 28, Centennial 0. Davidson Academy 14, FRA 9. Nolensville 23, Lincoln County 6. Rockville 7, Siegel 0. Moore County 7, Eagleville 0. McCauley 20, MBA 17. Reisner from a shotgun. Looking, lets it go. It's intercepted, kids. Oh, number 24, Josiah Knox. And he's at the 10.
I don't have the numbers exactly in front of me tonight, Stork, but I think that Jack Reisner has probably had nearly just as many interceptions thrown as he's had passes completed tonight. Not a very good night so far offensively for Blackman, and another huge, crucial turnover.
McCauley 20, MBA 17, Ravenwood 33, Franklin 3, Greenbrier 46, and Glencliff 0. Wow for Knox. He gets an interception right here on the Labor Day weekend of Week 3, Game 3, and reaching for 6A football. First and goal for the Riverdale Warriors. They got Alex Mitchell in there. They got the Herring boys in there.
Riverdale called timeout, I think. Yeah, they did.
Got timeout on the field, timeout Riverdale.
But, boy, I mean, going back to the interception, though, that's great play recognition right there by Knox. Again, trying to set up that screen. Offensive lineman take off up the field. Knox sees that, stays at home. Reisner just threw the ball right to him. I mean, you got to recognize. You can't, I mean, you've got to recognize and see the guy there before you let the thing go.
Well, it's an interesting game so far, and lots of turnovers, and it's currently, I mean, if it continues on and they can't,
Yeah.
And Riverdale doesn't have to do anything risky right here, kids. I mean, all they need to do is just play 24 minutes of football. First, get out of this half, but come out in the second half, play 24 minutes.
At the very least, with the ball on the 10-yard line right here, you got first and goal starting out. At the very least, you can get 3 out of this. And at that point, because of your defense, you will have hung 16 points on Blackman here in the first half, solely off of interceptions.
Baylor 21, Knox Catholic 28, and 5:41 in the third. I repeat, Baylor 21, Knox Catholic 28, and 5:41 in the third. Holcomb out of a shotgun, and Marcus Lloyd right behind him. He won it. Boy, I don't know if that was.
Holcomb's pass goes incomplete.
Wow. Wanted Edmonston, and it didn't work. And they tried to play action, and it wasn't. He wasn't there in kind of a discombobulated situation.
Got down.
That official's timeout.
But, Stork, you go play action, and Blackman didn't have anybody deep because of the pressure.
Well, you missed the handoff, too. It was
miscommunication
first off on the handoff.
Yeah, and Holcomb
that causes a delay.
Holcomb couldn't get as much strength on the throw as he wanted, and that allowed number 4, Braylon Meek, to get in there and break that thing up.
Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast. We appreciate our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. C. Coleman, they push him to the top of the screen, along with Celestine. Let's see what happens. They got a whistle. They burning a timeout. Chandler Tiger won't talk about it.
Timeout on the field. Timeout, Blaze.
Yeah, they didn't like something, that's for sure.
Something's on fire, Anthony.
Yeah, something is on fire.
I think it's a caramel corn. It is. It's a caramel corn.
It smells great. They got the Kona Ice truck out here. They got cheeseburgers going down there.
But they were talking about big crowds, and they do have some chairs down here out in the end zone. Spencer, swing down here and give us a little.
Yeah, that's an interesting little angle to watch a game.
That's Stewart's Creek. Stewart's Creek does that. Little more. Just a little more. There you are. And there is some people you see leaned up against the gate, but, Tiger, back here, back at the action. Whiz that thing around, kid. Here we go. All right, back to the action. Let's talk football. Lloyd to the left of Jamison Holcomb. Lloyd up the middle. Lloyd up to about the 6-7 yard line.
Marcus Lloyd on the carry.
Clock continues to work.
Stop by the play, number 5.
Tackle made on the play by number 28, Jermon Harold.
Well, Stork, and right here
Also
for Coach Kreisky, with the lead that you've got, I think you can really do just about anything you want right here, even with the ball on the 7 yard line. Many people think, they're probably going to throw it.
Down.
If you want to run the ball, I say go for it, because I trust that offensive line if you get it inside the 5 to punch it in on 4th down.
Look at here, got Elijah Herring down here, going to play this end down here on the left side, the UT commitment. Holcomb, first time up underneath center. Fake it, rolling to the right, just passes it, and it's beautiful. Who's he got? The UT commitment, Elijah Herring, kids, number 31.
Single back set right there. You fake the sweep to the left, get the defense looking that way. It stops their feet. Holcomb's rolling to the right. Nobody within 30 feet of Elijah Herring right there. Great executed play by Riverdale.
Touchdown Herring, touchdown Riverdale. PAT attempt in order. As Camille Armand, the freshman, comes on the field. Y'all like how I recognize that Elijah Herring play?
Oh, he missed again.
That looked ugly.
Yeah.
Extra point is no good.
So Armand going to have to work on it a little bit, the freshman.
Now, Riverdale 29, your Blackman Blaze.
But your Riverdale, you did exactly what you needed to do right there. Every time they give you the ball, you score, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, you
got the interception.
Pick off 2, you run them back. You get this interception here, you punch it in. And if you're Blackman, if you continue, like we said, if you continue turning the ball over like this, it's going to get real ugly real fast. You've got to clean up the turnovers. I don't know if maybe you make a switch at quarterback here in the second half, put Thomas in there.
It's not a question of creativity. Their offense, they've caught the Riverdale Warriors off guard several times with some of the plays.
Absolutely, it's just
so it's not
execution.
You're not running. You're not running. Just basic handoff left and right. It's a very creative playbook. The unfortunate thing is, you put the ball in the air, 3 things are going to happen, and 2 of them are just not that good, Anthony.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
3 things will happen.
It's an odds game.
Yeah.
Riverdale set to kick it away deep for the Blaze. Number 14, Ben Marshall, and number 12, Justin Brown.
Dobbins been at 43, Morristown East 7. That's a final. College upset. Virginia Tech 17, number 10, North Carolina 10.
Wow.
Brought to you score alert from Sam Montgomery, the engineer, from the 20 up to the 25, up to the 29-yard line. Brown returns it. Number 21 was there on the stop, Corn.
Well,
3 minutes, 11 seconds. Anthony, can you get 6 on the board if you're the Blaze?
You got to try. You absolutely got to try, because right now you're down 23. It's a 4-possession game. I mean, you've got a lot of football left to play, absolutely, but you've got to give yourself some positive momentum going into halftime.
Well, and your defense has got to make a stop against Riverdale. You got to, you get a stop or 2, get the ball back. You're in good shape. Reisner, handoff on the left side. And now they're really starting to figure it out. Jalen Pleasant was there on the run. That's going to kick the clock into motion, kids, with less than 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. The hurry-up offense of Chandler Tiger.
No gain on the play, 2nd down, 10.
Reisner out of a shotgun, the Brentwood Academy transfer with Pleasant just behind him. Fake it. Reisner looking, lets it go, and he completes it.
No, it bounced.
Nah, they're going to trapped it right up against the ground. They wanted Justin Brown.
Yeah, he's on a deep comeback route over there, Stork, and just got to get a little more air under that ball.
2 minutes,
Third down,
35
10.
seconds left to go here in the first half. And now it's third down situation, Anthony. And you possibly could be giving the ball back to the Riverdale Warriors and them have plenty of time, Coach. Here we go. Reisner. 2-step, 3-step. Catching a little heat. He lets it go and almost interception. Mackie Bonds loved that play.
A little wheel route right there,
pass
trying to
is
get
broken up.
Marshall going underneath those other two receivers.
Pass is
Dangerous,
intended, number 14, Ben
dangerous
Marshall.
throws, Stork. He's trying to fit that thing in a
Gonna bring
window
up fourth down,
that was just
10.
triple coverage right there. And again, yeah, you're right. Riverdale going to get the ball back again.
With 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, no timeouts, but here comes another pooch punt. I guarantee it. I wonder if Kreisky will decide to put somebody further back.
They go with a long count. Reisner's back there, snaps it. Quick pooch. They're trying to put a little pressure. You're right, Anthony. Now they're starting to smell that quick Reisner punt. Now they're going to try to put a little pressure on it. Going down it at the 30 with 2:19 left.
Reisner gets the punt away. It's going to be
Your Will
down at
Kreisky,
the
what do you
Riverdale
say?
30-yard
Run it.
line.
Run it. Run it right up against them because their
Warriors will
defense
play
is
there,
on
first and 10.
the field. Another series, Anthony.
I mean, you run your 2-minute offense here, Stork. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still the first half. You got to hang it on them. You got 70 yards to go. I know it's a long way. You don't have any timeouts, but
2 minutes.
Jamison Holcomb is a very talented quarterback. You've got these big receivers on the outside.
Work your magic.
Let's see what you can do here. Absolutely.
Okay, got some halftime scores. Green Hill 18, Wilson Central 7, Lebanon 14, Cookville 7, Gallatin 47, West Creek 6, Springfield 21, Clarksville Northeast 16. And we'll pause right there. Marcus Lloyd is just to the right of Jamison Holcomb. They bring C. Coleman down here by us.
Delay a game.
Got a flag before the play gets started. Delay a game against Riverdale.
Stewart County 20, Fairview 14, White House 26,
Takes the ball
Cheatham
back to
County
the
0.
25-yard line.
Smith County 43, Maplewood
Remains first
0,
down.
Cornersville 16, and Hunland 0. Sam, that's a lot of scores with teams we really don't follow, but we appreciate them. It's info, it's content. And starting from the 25 with 2:19 left to go here in the first half. And Holcomb out of the shotgun with Coleman down here by us. Lloyd, 25, up to about the 27, Anthony, but that's going to put the clock in
Marcus Lloyd
motion,
on the carry.
2:10.
Be very interesting to see what they do on this play call here, because if they run the ball again,
By the
don't
way,
get a
number
whole
61, Bradley
lot, I would
Chambers.
assume that they will most likely do it again on third down and just be content with the lead that they've got going into the half, Stork.
Yeah, I
Second
mean,
down.
right now I'm Will Kreisky, a little bit upset over a couple of penalties, but I'm really excited about the score. So, I mean, shape it up a little bit, come back out. But if you're Blackman, you got a lot of talking to do in that 20 minutes. Shotgun, let it go.
Ball goes past
Almost
those
wanted
incomplete.
C. Coleman.
Little jump
Intended for
ball
number
right there,
14,
one-on-one
Coleman.
coverage, man on man. I mean, that's what you want
Gonna
right
bring up
there.
third down.
If you're Riverdale, you got your guy going against their guy, and for the most part, these Blackman corners have done a pretty good job tonight, winning these one-on-one battles.
And Holcomb's catching some heat, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Riverdale Warrior marching band down in the end zone ready to perform their halftime. We'll try to crank that up for you. Give you a little of that noise. And they hand it off to Lloyd on that right side, Anthony. Lloyd, he's going to get the first down and going to keep the clock moving and works it up to the 45 and out of
Lloyd on the
bounds.
carry
Got a
around the
good
right
block
side.
on the outside by the tight end / H-back, Mr. Alex Mitchell. He scored twice tonight. He's blocking well. I mean, this kid is just doing everything, giving his all.
Well, fresh set of 4 given to Holcomb. No pressure on him. And
course,
going to line it
ball's
up
gonna
just
be
at the
spotted at the
45,
Riverdale
like I said.
45-yard line.
1:23 left to
First
go
and
here
10
in the
Warriors.
first half.
They got an offensive lineman running out there late.
One to the top, two to the bottom, and a single back. Handoff, bringing it this way. Holding. That'll bring it back, Coach. Saw it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Lloyd on a carrier on the left side.
But, you know, the zone
flag on
run
the play.
scheme that they've been doing with Lloyd here in this first half has been working great. They're going up the gut really well, too, but
against Riverdale.
Lloyd is really good when he gets in space. And, yeah, you got a holding right there, but continue to work that zone scheme, absolutely.
You held Anthony, didn't you? You held every chance you could.
Well, I mean, you have to.
Can't help it.
If you ain't holding, you ain't
Riverdale
trying.
35-yard line.
If you ain't holding, you ain't trying.
Just don't get caught.
Remains first down.
I mean, seriously, though, Stork, there is holding on every play.
Got Tom Krager's score alert coming from over at the Catholic School matchup. JP27, Father Ryan High School, 0. Holcomb lets it go. He completes it.
Holcomb's pass is complete.
It's a slant to Celestine right there. Clock's going to roll. We're going to be just under a minute by the time they snap this thing.
Yeah, but I'd say Tony Lee, he's going to watch this second half and make sure it don't get a little out of control. You know what I mean? He knows these two teams. Maybe two more plays, kids. We're going to get out of this first half. It's cooled down here in Rutherford County, so you notice no cramping. Out of a shotgun. Holcomb, hands back off. Lloyd, he'll be looking for that breather, won't he, Anthony, come halftime?
Lloyd on the carry.
Yeah, sure will. They've
worked him.
They have worked him. He's earning his keep tonight, that's for sure.
They may get one more playoff, Spence. I don't know. She don't think they will. They're gomming around. They're not getting it off. Kids, we've played 24 minutes of football. I've got 24 left. Riverdale Warriors are up 29-6. We are officially out of the first half. My sponsor tonight is John Jones, John Jones Real Estate. We appreciate Blackman High School. Dr. Lisa Justice, the Director of Schools, is Bill Spurlock. We will be back with the second half shortly. We appreciate you joining us on Stork Vision.
I'd like to thank all the fans here tonight. The collection for the Waverly High School people down that way that were suffering from the flood. They collected $645.87 tonight. Great job from everybody. That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, the 50th edition of the Riverdale Warrior Band will perform Light the Way, featuring music by Kanye West, The Weeknd, Chris Brown, and Fall Out Boy. The band is led by drum majors Catherine McDowell and Drew Newsom.
You're a real one, light it up, light it up. You're a real one, gon' light it up, light it up. It's your birthday, gon' light it up, light it up. Hello, made it right. By the beat, I'ma kill what I eat. Ay. If you're a real one, light it up, light it up. You're a real one, gon' light it up, light it up. It's your birthday, gon' light it up, light it up. I'm beginning to see the light.
The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole. The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole. The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
hear one more time for the Riverdale Warrior Band. Ladies and gentlemen, led by drum majors Keegan Scott, Kylie Shupp, and Olivia Sawyer, the Blaze Football Band is happy to welcome everyone to the 2021 halftime show. After a year of distancing, a year of uncertainty, and a year longing to see the sun, the Blaze Band went all the way back to the visitors from the East, the Fab Four. They changed music in the 60s, and still today their message of coming together, friends, getting back, and love is as powerful now as it was then. Stand up and sing along as the Blaze Band presents together the music of the Beatles.
I want to give you a final. William Blount 14, Jefferson County 17. Right now in the third, Wetumpka High School 10, Helena 6. And at the end of third, Smyrna 24, Hillsboro 0. So that's your scores for right now on Stork Vision. Enjoy the Blackman Blaze Band, and we'll be back here shortly.
We would like to thank our special guests for coming out tonight, the Future Blaze band members from the Blackman Middle School 8th grade band. The Blaze band would also like to thank Blackman High School administrators, faculty, staff, and band boosters for their support. And finally, we recognize the following business. Advantage.
I'm back with you. Here we go. Let's talk a little bit about what I got going on.
Thank you, and as always,
As Blackman gets ready to go in the second half, got scores coming in, got the clock adjusted on the scoreboard. You should have it now, Sam. Here we go. Let's roll through it. Score alert. JP 2, 7, Father Ryan 7, 2:04 left to go in the third. Summit 21, Brentwood 7, and that's in the third quarter. Grayson County 31, McLean County 22, 11:25 going in the fourth. Still no scoreboard on the screen. Sam, you should be back in on that. McCauley 20, MBA 24, and at the end of the third on the MBA game. We should be back up, Sam. Your score should be looking good. Rockville 14, Siegel 0. I repeat, Rockville 14, Siegel 0. Rockville could be 3-0 after tonight. 7:12 left to go in the fourth. 7:12 left to go in the fourth. Rockville 14, Siegel 0. And that's from over at Siegel High School. And thank you for watching, Sam, and I hope the scoreboard is fixed as we get ready to get underway in the second half. Well, Anthony, you've been thinking about Chandler Tigard and what you tell your team, and a lot of turnovers. So what do we need to do here at the second half to at least save face? Well, hold on, let me give you a little juice, Anthony. Come back in, talk to me now.
How are we now?
Yo,
Okay,
go with it, Coach.
All right. Well, I mean, you just said it, Stork. The 3 turnovers. Riverdale gets 19 points off those 3 turnovers in the first half. I mean, you get a completely different ball game right now if you're not throwing all these interceptions. I don't know necessarily if the answer is to maybe try Peyton Thomas here in the second half coming out of the gate. Do you stick with Jack Reisner? I don't know. I don't make those decisions. I'm not a coach. But one thing is for certain.
You can't run the ball.
You've got to stop turning the ball over.
And you can't run the ball because now you look how far you are down.
Right.
I mean, you've got to throw.
You've got to throw to try to get back in this ball game. I mean, their defense has played well in the first half. The defense hasn't given up a whole bunch of points to Riverdale. They've given up a few big plays, which is to be expected. Riverdale's got a good offense, but you got to continue playing sound defense and quit shooting yourself in the foot. If you can do that, you still have a whole half to go. You can get yourself back into this football game, but you've got to execute.
Kit Hartsfield says, whoa, hold it. He's not going away so fast. Cascade 16, Mount Pleasant 14. Kid fighting his way out of it. Looks like a safety might have been involved in that with that 16 score, Anthony.
Yeah, it could have been. Mount Pleasant, of course, they dropped one last week. So
no, they beat Scotts Hill.
That's right. That was
first
week one that
week one, they dropped one.
So they're 1-1. He's trying to get on the plus side.
East Hickman beat them in week one.
But coming back here, Stork, if you're Riverdale, defensively, I'd continue sending heat. You're controlling the game in the trenches, especially on the defensive front. You've got these elite pass rushers on the outside. Continue getting in the face of these Blackman quarterbacks because you're going to force more mistakes most likely.
Okay, score alert from Tom Krager. JP2, 14, Father Ryan, 7. 10:49 left to go in the fourth. He's going to get out of his game before we get out of ours. Maybe Tom Krager can tune in to Stork Vision. Appreciate everybody joining us. Give me a little text or a little something, and we'll get your name out there. Appreciate everybody enjoying the broadcast tonight. Several people have already tapped in. David Watson is watching with his son. They're eating Toots wings and watching the ball game on Stork Vision. We got Sam in Louisville, Kentucky. My lawyer is in New Orleans watching. Appreciate you, Dan Lund, as always. Tyson Munson sitting in Tampa. Judy the Beauty's about 4 or 5 blocks away, sitting over on the couch watching. We'll pick her up here in a little bit and head over to Jonathan's.
Stork, I'm glad we were able to get the power back on out here.
You know,
Murfreesboro had that big power outage earlier today. We were closed at work for a good 3 hours. I mean, the traffic lights weren't working on anything.
I want to tell y'all something right now. We have the best power in the world. I mean, because we're all off Tennessee Valley Authority.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony, I went in a meeting, about, I guess, 8 or 9 years ago when I was working at Crown. And I mean, I got a lecture on how good we got it. Kids, we've got the lowest kilowatt per power unit in the United States. Kentucky and Tennessee, it's all cooperative power, and you just can't get any better. If you get down in the South, it's a for-profit power company, Alabama Power, Georgia Power, Mississippi Power, Gulf Power, all a part of the SoCo arm. Southern Company Services. Know those guys pretty well.
35 miles Tory set to kick off for the play.
Second half underway. The director of schools is Bill Spurlock. The sponsor of Stork Vision is John Jones Real Estate, and we're underway. Principal at Blackman High School's Dr. Lisa Justice up to the 30. And Anthony, that's where they're going to start, just about at the 32 as they finally stop the return. And there's a flag. There's a flag, and Riverdale all happy, saying it's against Blackman. And this could be an untimed down, unsportsmanlike. Let's see what it is. Personal foul called against Blackman. He's going to write that name down.
The flag going to play penalty against the Blaze.
He
Cannot
should
have that there if you're Blackman. When you're playing way behind the 8 ball like this, you got a long way to dig yourself out of this hole you've dug yourself into. Cannot have any
Follow
penalties
Tony
like
Lee,
that.
Spencer. Follow Tony Lee. Here he comes. Dead ball, personal foul called against
Dead
Blackman.
ball, personal foul penalty against Blackman.
And I didn't see him write that kid's name down, so it wasn't an unsportsman or anything.
Penalty takes the ball out to the 46-yard line.
Beautiful start for Will
Riverdale
Kreisky and the Riverdale Warriors as they're going to start at their own 46. Jamison Holcomb out of a shotgun, one to the top, one to the bottom. He's going for the good juggler. Oh,
That's gonna
he
be a
pushed
flag,
off a
yeah.
little bit there, didn't he? Mackey Bonds, Grayson County
Holcomb's pass is
37,
intended for number
McLean
3,
County
Mackey Bonds.
22.
Got a
Number
flag on
10,
the play.
Brendan Odom in coverage right there, just all over him. And believe, Stork, that's going to be a spot of the foul penalty as well.
Let's see what happens. Tony Lee's coming this way. Pass
Preliminary
interference
indications,
against Blackman.
Pass interference against Blackman.
I caught the tail end of it. I guess Mackey was trying to get away from him. Pass interference, going to be a first down. And, boy, Anthony, that gives Riverdale yummy field position.
2 penalties right
Down to the
here.
Blaze,
To
30
start the
yards.
second half. 30 yards.
First
I
and 10,
mean,
Riverdale.
you cut a third of the field just off of penalties alone.
Now the ball's marked at the 39 and making it much easier for Jamison Holcomb and the Riverdale Warriors. They bring Coleman down here by us, and he operates out of a shotgun. Looking, lets it go. See Coleman. Gets up to the 35.
Holcomb's pass is complete to number 4, Seat
Little
Coleman.
delayed in right there by Coleman. A good route right there. Waiting on that late
Stop by the
break
Blaze,
and a
number
good throw
21,
by
Bryson Bell.
Jamison Holcomb to put it there to where all Holcomb has to do is run and catch it in the breadbasket.
Catch and run, and the clock will continue to work here in the third quarters. Riverdale's got really sweet field position and just taking their time, Anthony, taking their time. They send Mackey Bonds to the top. They bring C. Coleman down here and got Marcus Lloyd in the backfield. They let Lloyd have it up that middle. Lloyd, he's going to get 4 yards.
Marcus Lloyd on the carry.
Run and
Number
play,
5,
and the
Cole
clock
Reed.
continues to work.
4 down territory right here for Riverdale. Too long to kick, too short
Going to
to
bring up
punt.
3rd down 4.
So 3rd down and 4 to go.
On the 32 and a half.
Got to figure you got 2 plays to get here.
He still got Lloyd in there, and I give it right back to him. On a 3rd down. Long count, Anthony. Just sucking the clock out. Rabbit's got the gun now. Jamison. And he gets it off. Fakes it to. Oh, he took a shot, kids.
Holcomb's pass is complete to number 3,
Nice
Mackey Bonds.
composure. He completes that pass.
Absolutely right. The composure tonight from Jamison Holcomb has just been exceptional, Stork. He's been under pressure all night, and he has the wherewithal to stand in there, know he's going to get hit, and get a good throw off.
Boy, I tell you what, Sonny Gray
Ball
did that
spotted
many
at
a
the
time.
Blackman
He'd take a
18-yard
shot
line.
like that, and I loved
First
it.
and 10, Riverdale.
From the 19, first and 10. And now you just want to let that clock work. 10:03 in the third and just working down. Keeping that Blackman defense out there on that field and the Riverdale defense off the field. He's draining his time. Whoa.
Open pass is broken up.
Anthony wanted number 26 on that one.
Little tip drill right there for the defense. When
That's
that
a
ball
pivot
goes up
to
in the air
number
like that,
20, Andrew Donaldson.
everybody in this stadium right now holding their breath. That nearly was picked off.
Second down, 10.
Yeah, you wanted DeAndre Donaldson, but it wasn't there.
Fortunately for Holcomb, it just falls harmlessly to the turf.
And now it's a second down, second and 10. Just take your time, not get in a big hurry. Plenty to work with. Lloyd just pushing it right up the middle, Anthony, continuing to run the ball and run the clock.
And
Marcus Lloyd on the
sometimes
carry.
it's hard to get this zone running game going when you're bringing pressure off the edge from a defensive standpoint.
Number 2, C.J.
Trying to
Steele
get the
with
ball
stop tackle,
outside and just
Also
nowhere
there,
to go
number
there for
95,
Lloyd.
Mason Russell.
Big third down here for Blackman.
Sure is. You'd like to hold them, get the ball back, and go down the field and
Third
score
down,
quick.
11.
Let's see what Will Kreisky and the Riverdale Warriors has up their sleeve. Can they keep the drive alive? Blackman switching assignments on defense. Fake it to Lloyd. Lets it go. It's fourth down.
Open
Fourth
pass
and
goes
11.
Incomplete.
I'd let my kicker come on. He needs
That's intended
experience.
Number 9,
Braylon
Israel
Meek, the
Celestine.
corner
Probably
up
go with
there on
Khalil Armand and do the field goal right here. And that's what they're going to do,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Fourth
Going to
down.
be
Going to tell this freshman kicker, Khalil Armand, to try to kick this one in from the far hash.
probably looking at about 35 to 36 yards here, Stork.
It'll be a good chuck for him.
36.
It'll be a good hit for him if he can do it. Baylor 21, Knox Catholic 31. 2 minutes left to go in that ball game.
Riverdale to attempt a 36-yard field goal attempt.
Listen to you, Anthony. 36-yarder. Snap, hold, and kick. No good.
He shanked it.
Kick is
He got
no good.
two of them off. Couldn't get the third. The snap and the hold were fine.
So Blackman, a couple of big penalties right there, and Riverdale had the ball in great field position, and they're not able to cash in. Let's
Yep.
see what the Blackman offense does here. Does anything change up going into this second half?
Blaze
We're
will
about to
take
find
over.
out.
Ball is going to be spotted
Burned
at
about
the
3 minutes
20-yard
and
line.
12 seconds off the clock,
First and
Anthony.
10.
Still Reisner in the ball game.
You don't like that call. You tried to change the quarterback, didn't you?
That is not my. That's not my
Yeah,
decision.
all right.
I ain't a coach, Stork.
I ain't either. I think they
Little
know.
equipment violation.
Well, and I think Reisner is probably their best gun. He's probably the most experienced.
absolutely.
He's had the most experience.
Absolutely.
If
He's
anybody,
got a big arm, Stork. Big arm, really good arm strength. Just got to clean it up.
if anybody's going to get him back, I think it's him. They hand off up the middle, and that ain't going to do you much.
Pleasant on the carry.
With Jalen Pleasant, number one.
Stop at number 2.
Haven't been able to
Tamar Smith.
establish much of a running
Also there,
game
number
here early
31,
on, Stork.
Elijah Herring.
No, yeah, Reisner's out. Thomas in now.
You called it. Thomas
Gain of
in.
3, second down, 7.
Little screen pass. He completes it up to the 25, up to the 26, and that's Pleasant. Pushed out of bounds by Riverdale.
Number 1, Jalen
Could get
Pleasant.
nasty. Get down there, Spencer. Get down in there. Get down in there. Get down in there. See what's going on. That means zoom, Spence. Zoom. All right. Next time, got to be ready. We want to see what's always going on.
Third down, 4.
Here we go. Oh, that didn't look good at all, did it, Anthony?
Delayed keeper and
Clayton Thomas on the
Riverdale
carry.
just all over that. Elijah Herring
UT
gets to the
commitment.
ball quick.
Stop at number 24, Isaiah Knox.
Reisner's back in.
And Anthony, it's that quick,
That'll make a fourth
and then if you
down.
don't get anything, you're giving the ball
Yeah,
back
that's
to
the
them.
tough part about this offense, Stork. If you don't move the ball, you give it back quick.
I mean, they're in a fourth down situation, looking. They throw it. Oh, and looky here, Mackey Bonds has got it. Mackey.
Intercepted.
Oh, and
Line
he's
number 3,
brought
Mackey
down out of
Bonds.
bounds before he got the pick six, Adam Hickerson. And now they're getting into it.
And that was, Blackman was just all out of sorts right there. The receiver, Justin Brown, on the outside. I don't think he knew that they were still going to snap the ball there, Stork. He never took off for a route, and Reisner just lets it go
Ball's gonna be
anyways.
spotted at the Blaze
Fourth
7-yard
interception
line.
of the night for him, Stork.
First and goal,
Boy, it gives
Riverdale.
them yummy field position. I mean, gives them yummy somewhere around the 6-7 yard line. 7.
Yeah.
Sammy's got me a little something coming in. Rockville 14, Siegel 7 with 2:04 left in the to go in the ball game. Baylor 21, Knox Catholic 31. You know where we're going to be next Friday night, kids? Rockville, Lincoln County. And they could possibly be 4-0. Because Lincoln County ain't that good.
They got to finish it out
Lloyd on
tonight,
the carry.
though.
They do. Lloyd on the carry, met by the Blackman defense. Odom was in there.
It's starting to get kind of chippy out there now, Stork. With
Pay
this team
attention.
starting
Be
to
ready
get
for
out of
anything,
hand.
Spencer. We're live. Be ready for anything. 7:03
Gabriel
left to
Warren on the
go.
play. Second down goal. Ball at the 6.
Help me do some math here, Stork. If Riverdale scores here and they get the PAT, does this put it in a running clock?
Well, it's going to be 30. It's going to be 36. No,
It's not quite.
no.
They
You'll need 2 more.
Oh, good throw right there by Holcomb, trying to get the Celestine on the
Holcomb
slant.
pass goes incomplete.
But a good
Instead
job
of
right
going
there
down
by
this
number
rail to
21,
left
Dyson Bell on the coverage, getting his hand in there.
Nice
Third
call,
down.
Anthony. Going to be 3rd down. Clock's continuing to work, though, Anthony, with 6:38 left to go. Well, pass play could not,
Yeah,
incomplete.
we're gonna
6:38.
stop it for a second. Yeah.
Still a nice crowd here at Blackman.
Another big 3rd down here, though, Stork. Riverdale got to cash in. Two tight end set.
Lloyd to the left of Jamison Holcomb. Lloyd, they give it, pulled it from his belly and got it. Yeah, they completed to number 10.
Holcomb's pass is complete.
What
to
a
number
throw
19,
right there by
Ryan
Holcomb over the
Edmondson
top.
for
Just
the Riverdale
floats it right
touchdown.
in there. Beautiful, beautiful touch pass right there by Jamison Holcomb.
Did he hit C. Coleman?
No, that was
Number 14.
that was no, it was Edmiston, I think, 19. The tight end, just releasing real quick.
Okay. Edmonston, 19. Touchdown Edmonston, touchdown Riverdale Warriors. Just want to make sure we get that done. The freshman kicker on to dot the I for the PAT and make it 37 if he can.
Oh, they didn't
I don't
get
know
the
what
hold
happened
that.
there. Yeah,
Edmiston didn't get it down.
little communication problem, and
Well,
he didn't get it.
Comment on the field score
as many
now,
positives
Riverdale
as you
35,
have
Wilfred
had
DeBlaze
tonight
6.
For Will Kreisky and Riverdale, one that you have not had,
DeBlaze, I'd like to thank our timeout
kicking the
sponsor
ball.
for 2021.
They've missed a couple
First class
PATs,
pain.
missed a field goal, so
Where you get
that's
first
something
class
that they're going to need to
quality
clean up
and
heading
service
into next
every
week.
time.
Macaulay
We'd also
34,
like to thank our
MBA
season
31,
sponsor,
2:46
Art
left to go in the
Pancake
4th.
Party
Thank you,
Griddle.
Sam. Sam, I don't know how our picture got cockeyed. I just straightened it up. Score alert, JP2
Blaze
21,
Broncos send a shout out
Franklin.
and thank
Father
our
Ryan
Blaze Level
14,
sponsors,
5:53
Steve.
left to go in the 4th.
Oh, man.
SWBC,
JP2
Goodrich
21,
Wyatt team,
Father Ryan
and
14.
TM
I wonder
Iron
if
Group.
Siegel's got the ball right now trying to tie it up.
Well, that's 2:04 left to go in the
Yeah,
4th.
they're only down a
14 to
score.
As
7.
always, Blackman High School would like to thank our
Sam will be
turf
waiting
lead
for that to
turf
come
field
in, and we'll
sponsors,
get that
the Bart
final out
Smith
to you
family
from the Rockville
and GM
Seagle
of
score.
Murfreesboro.
If they do, they're going to
These are the
burn
plays, number
Rockville
12,
tonight.
Justin
I
Brown,
guarantee
and
it.
number 14, Ben
They will be
Marshall.
3-0. Congratulations to Rick Rice and Rockville Rockets if he can pull it off. We're pulling for you, Coach Rice. And Phillip lost a heartbreaker.
Oh,
From the 5 up to the 10, 20, 25. Going to get out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but a nice return, Anthony.
yeah, a really good return. Set you up in good field position here, but, boy, you got a long way to go.
That's a long time ago I got Phillip's final, but let's see if I can rewind that. It was a bad one. Yeah, it was 17-14. It was close. Wheel me in on that. Wheel me in on that Wetumpka score, Sam. Is Helena? How's Helena doing against Wetumpka? Right now, Reisner still in the ball game, and they give it to the other quarterback.
Ooh. Thomas's pass intended for number 14, Ben Marshall, goes incomplete.
I love all this razzle-dazzle, but boy, it's
Second down,
risky, isn't
10.
it, Anthony?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's pluses to it, there's minuses to it. And
Oh, it
tonight,
looks great.
Unfortunately, I mean, they have seen all the minuses.
Look at Elijah
Yeah.
Herring just smelling the blood. He went a little bit too quick on his swim move on the inside. They give it to Pleasant.
Good little run right there, Stork. Didn't get
Jalen
about 6
Pleasant on
or
the
7.
carry.
Yeah,
Jalen
but you're
Pleasant.
running the ball and you're behind. You've got to get it upfield if you're going to get back in the ball game. And I know you got to do something to open it up. But if I'm Riverdale, I'm just going to lay back with my 5 and
On the
wait for you to
37-yard
pass it.
line.
Got Elijah Herring down
Third
here
down.
on the edge.
5.
Well,
Just looking to get in there. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at oh! And they completed to Pleasant up to the 40, up to the 45. He's on his feet. They take him out of bounds.
Jalen Pleasant.
Wow, what a play.
yeah, good job right there by Jalen Pleasant right there making the good little stutter
gonna
step
be
move to
spotted
make
right
his
at
man
midfield.
miss. He's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, they needed a first down. Fresh set of 4, give it to Reisner. 3 at the top. Pleasant goes out for the valve. They throw across the middle. Boy, Alex Mitchell wanted it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's looking for number 3 right there. They're trying to go over the middle, hit that post route.
1, Jalen Pleasant.
Alex Mitchell has done an exceptional job in pass coverage tonight, Stork.
Pass was incomplete. Second down, 10.
He's a good football player.
Yeah.
5:31 left to go here in the third. Reisner operating out of the shotgun. His feet rest on the 45.
Throwing it. Yep.
Throwing it. They're whizzing it downfield.
Pass goes incomplete.
And again, if you see Peyton Thomas in the
Pass
slot on
was
the
intended
right
for
side of
number
the
3 to Micah
formation,
Dowdy.
and he's coming in motion and they hand him the ball, he's throwing it. He's absolutely throwing it every time.
Anthony's picking
Third
you
down,
apart.
10.
He works at a bank, and he calls football on the weekends. From a shotgun, Reisner, and asking me to do math.
Yeah.
Swing pass out to the 50.
Oh,
Pass was
geez.
complete to number 13, Peyton Thomas.
You're tearing me up here.
Number 20, Najah Watson with a stop for Riverdale.
All right, it's 4th down,
No
Anthony.
gain on
What are
the
they
play.
going to
Fourth
do?
down.
I mean, they got out of it last time. They continue to keep it alive.
Got to put it in there.
Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Pleasant, the lone back. Bringing it this way, Anthony. Reisner lets it go. Incomplete. The Herring boy was there. Caleb.
Yeah, and Caleb,
Well,
we
pass
talked
goes
about it last
incomplete.
week. Caleb, he's a kid that
Intended for number
he
14, Ben
excels as
Marshall.
a pass rusher like his brother, but that body type that he's got, he can go back there and he can play a little safety right there, and he shows off the skills in pass coverage.
Ball turned over on downs, and now Will Kreisky's got the ball. He's got the score. All he needs
Riverdale
to do
will
is just
take over
run it
on
out,
downs.
Anthony.
Yeah,
Ball
right
at
now
midfield,
it's
first and
exactly
10.
what you want to do. You want to continue to
If he scores here, he'll be getting close.
feed Marcus Lloyd and work that clock.
A field goal would have helped you. You should have hit those 2 PATs. in a tight set. Twins down here by us. We'll start working in some other kids. Seed Coleman. And they give Seed on a sweep, jet sweep, going that way. Seed's got it. He's going to get 4 or 5 yards, Anthony, and keep the clock running.
Yeah, sure is.
Seed Coleman on the carry.
Trying to get other people involved in the offense is Coach Kreisky. And, man, Stork, it's people starting to leave over here out of the stands on this Blackman side. And
Well, I mean, if Riverdale scores, I mean, possibly put it into us, you know.
yeah.
Gain of 3 on the play. Second down.
I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't. I thought it was going to be a much closer ball game at this point than it's been so far.
With a lone back and a tight set, Holcomb just hands it off. They're bringing it this way.
Pistol set to Lloyd.
Getting a little chippy down there, aren't we? Coming up
Lloyd on
slow.
the carry.
They take Seed Coleman out, bring Celestine in. Third down, 3rd and 5, and the ball's marked it just at the 44.5.
Third down 5.
Here we go. Celestine to the top, kids. Jamison, what we got? Timeout Riverdale. Will
Timeout
wants.
on the field. Timeout Riverdale.
Will going to burn one. That'll give us a chance to talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor tonight is John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. If you're looking to buy, sell, or build a home, reach out there to John. Murfreesboro Homes Online.com. It all starts with John. Appreciate our sponsor. Guy that's wore the white hat tonight, he's done a great job. His name's Tony Lee. Guy that runs all the engineering at Sam Montgomery, sitting in Louisville, Kentucky. He runs the website. He built the app. My color guy tonight is Anthony Fiorella. The young lady running the camera, that's Jolie Spencer Montgomery. I am your play-by-play announcer, Stork Montgomery. I own this contraption. Appreciate everybody joining us on Week 3, Game 3. It's a beautiful night. The weather has kind of cooled down, Anthony. You big lineman.
We're getting back down into the 50s at night.
It's camping weather, I tell you what.
Weather.
Yeah.
You're right. A little bonfire and
Third down 5.
s'mores and all that good stuff.
I don't want to be in no tent, Anthony. Not this weekend. Not Labor Day weekend. Here we go. Out of a shotgun. One to the top, one to the bottom.
It's going to be close, Stork.
It went with Lloyd, but it's not
Marcus
there.
Lloyd on the carry.
Probably about 1.5 yards, 2 yards short.
Stop by the Blaze, number 52, Jalen Brown.
I think Coach Kreisky wants to go for it. Watch the hard count here.
Here we go. We got a
Going to
final.
bring up 4th down 2.
Everybody get ready. Your final score from over at Siegel. Rockville Rockets 14, Siegel Stars 7. That's a final. Rick Rice is now 3-0 and has a good chance to be 4-0 if he can stay away from COVID. Right now, Jamison Holcomb from a shotgun with twins to the top, one to the bottom on a 4th and 2. He's got Marcus Lloyd. He's trying to pull Celestine in.
Yeah, they better hurry. It's delay
and
game.
it's delay game.
Now they're going to punt the ball for sure.
Okay.
Got a flag on the play. Going to be delay a game against Riverdale.
A final. Mount
Penalty
Pleasant
brings the ball
14.
back to the 47-yard
Cascade
line.
16. Kit's now
Still
1 and
4th down.
2.
Wow. Cascade hung a late one on him.
Kid will be up all night, y'all. Poor guy. Here we go. On a 4th down situation, they're going to punt. Not going to try anything risky. There's no sense in it, Anthony.
No.
Let them have it back. Here you go. Applied a little pressure, Coach. Ball taking a Riverdale bounce and going to be started at the 20-yard line.
Punt rolls into the end zone for the
Just about
touchback.
got blocked right there.
Ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line.
Here at the Bart
Blaze will
Smith
put it in
Field
play,
on
first and
Blackman
10.
High School. Hope everybody's enjoyed the game and hope we've done our job tonight. That's the most important thing, is bringing you the action. Anthony is correct. Blackman Blaze fans starting to ease out of the parking lot here. Right off Highway 96, off Blaze Drive. Lebanon 21, Cookville 14. Hang in there, Jimmy Maynard. They hand it off. Here comes Pleasant, bringing it to this side up to the 25. He gets out of bounds. He was tackled by
Jalen
number
Pleasant on the
21, and that's Korn.
Yeah, he got a good
Number
block right there
21,
by his
Brandon
right
Korn.
tackle, number 51, Adam Hickerson, to spring him there. Good run right there, too, by Pleasant to pick it up.
Second down, they're
Well,
going with
nice
that
play at
quick
the
set.
30-yard line.
Chain gang
Both
moves.
quarterbacks.
Express car
Chain
wash,
gang
first
moves.
down,
Box
Blaze.
man resets in the Chandler Tigard area. Quarterback Reisner going to run it now. He's coming up to the 35, then slides
Reisner on
just
the
about the
kick.
Yeah, they're
37.
going to get him. They're going to get him
And we
on
had
a
a flag on the play.
quarterback was trying to give himself up, and I think Reisner's maybe down.
Let's see what they say. Tony Lee wears the white hat. He threw the yellow flag.
He's got to come off the field if he was laying down.
Personal foul against the Riverdale Warriors.
Ball,
It's a
personal foul against
15-yard
the Warriors.
penalty. Let's see what he does. Did he make Reisner come off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because he was laying there for a second hurt, so you got to come out for at least a play. Which
Then
is
we
not
take
out
the
of the
ball to
ordinary
the
anyways.
Warrior
We've seen both
47-yard line.
quarterbacks.
Trips to the
All night.
top.
Express car wash.
Nothing
First
down here by
Blaze.
us on a lone back. Quarterback lets it go. Picked
Yeah,
off,
that's a
Coach.
touchdown.
That's a pick six. Look at him.
5
Thomas pass
interceptions
is
tonight for
intercepted.
Riverdale. 3 of them returned for
Line number
touchdowns.
21, Brandon
What
Corn,
a
number 5
night
for the
for this
Riverdale
Warrior
touchdown.
defense, Stork.
Touchdown Corn, touchdown Riverdale Warriors on a pick six. Boy, you talk about making your Labor Day weekend. Wouldn't you love to have a pick six on your Labor Day, Anthony?
Oh, that'd have been a lot of fun.
I'd have loved to see you just rolling downfield with that football.
I did one time actually. We played Cookville and was playing defensive tackle, and I caught one and ran it back.
An Anthony Fiorella moment. Is there any video of that?
There is.
Did I get it?
There is. I can
Did
show
I
you.
get it? Did I get it? I guess I did.
Probably would have been, yeah.
It would have been me.
Probably would have been.
Here we go. The freshman kicker, Camille Armand. He got it. It's out of control here at
Extra point has up
Blackman.
and good. We got a timeout on the field. Timeout to score. Riverdale 42. Your Blackman Blaze 6.
And right now, Stork, I know that
Hey,
for
Coach
Blackman, I mean-
Kevin Creasy sending me a text. That is a good game you got going on there, Stork. Doing a great job. Appreciate you, Coach Creasy, watching.
Blackman High School would like to thank our Super Blaze level.
if you're
turf
Blackman
field
here,
sponsors,
you know, going into
Blaze
this
Pizza,
fourth quarter,
Fairlife, Sloan Cycles,
nothing's been going right all night.
and Wilson
But
Bank and Trust.
you still got to remember, you're playing against your rival. You're on your own home turf. You got to continue to battle until the clock stops. And if
Right now-
if you're Riverdale, you want to you want to step on the throat. You know,
Big
you got to
thing
finish
is,
out.
big thing
You
is,
gotta-
Anthony,
you gotta
right now,
finish the game, both
Rockville
teams.
undefeated after
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oakland undefeated after 3 weeks of play. I mean, you know,
And we're
Riverdale.
about 13 minutes from Riverdale, yeah.
Riverdale undefeated after 3 weeks of play. I mean, good starts. Good starts for all 3 ball
So
clubs.
you'd have
And
Siegel and Blackman at 2-1, Stewart's Creek
Riverdale
at 1 and
2
2.
and 1.
Beat to
Let's
the
go
Blaze.
1 and 2.
1 and
12,
2.
Justin Brown, and number 14, Ben Marshall.
Do not let Anthony figure your checking account.
No,
or
well-
do,
well,
I'm just teasing.
Last week, how did they rule that last week with Gallatin?
That was theirs. Oh, you're right. It's a win. You're right.
Okay,
It's 2 and 1.
that's what I thought.
2 and 1. You're right. Because Gallatin COVID out.
Right.
20, 25, 30, up to the 35, up
What
to
a
the
run.
40, up to the 45, up to the 50, up to the 45. What a heck of a run by that kid. He'll be on the highlight.
Justin Brown
return.
right there on the return, making a lot of big moves right there. Heck of a return.
Got to like the Blackman Blaze, just staying in there, just continuing to play. Justin Brown on the return, and, man, he just picked himself a
Ball's
highlight.
going to be spotted at the Riverdale 45-yard line. Blaze will have it there, 1st and 10.
Alex Mitchell still in the ball game. Caleb Herring. You see Mackey, Bonds. So Kreisky keeping his starters in. Back up the middle. Not much there.
That was 11 Henderson that time on the handoff. He's a big kid.
Kevon Henderson on the carry.
Sam's willing me in another final. McCauley, 34.
No
Montgomery
gain on
Bell
the play.
Academy,
2nd down,
31. I repeat, another final. Grayson County, 49. McLean County, 30. So the Cougs pick up their homecoming. Lebanon, 21. Cookville, 14. Where are we at on that, Sam? That was in the fourth quarter.
That's a close one.
Pleasant on the screen pass.
Staying on his feet.
Screen or a
Thomas's
swing,
pass
but
is
anyway, it was a
complete to
good
number 1,
pickup.
Jalen Pleasant.
And that's the end of the third quarter, Stort.
Into the 3, 42-6, Riverdale.
We're going to flip the field and play
That's
12
going to bring
more.
us to the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, you know,
After 3 quarters of play, the score, Riverdale 42.
Just got to
You're
keep
Blackman
going,
Blaze.
both sides. You got to keep going. If you're Blackman, you fight until the very end. And if you're Riverdale, I mean, you want to show the rest of this region.
well, we're in
what
a
you're
spinning
doing
clock
tonight,
now,
you know?
Anthony, if you want to do that math. Because, see, you take
Yeah.
12 and you subtract the 6, and you get 36, and you need 35, so we're there. We love you, Anthony. We just love teasing you. My color guy. We have fun. We'd like to thank Spencer. She's done a great job tonight operating that camera. Got another final. Brentwood Academy 7. Briarcrest Crest. Bet you can't say this 10 times.
Briarcrest Christian.
Yeah, 17. They won. 17.
Wow, did they really?
They beat Brentwood Academy.
Wow.
And Chris White and them.
They're the, yeah.
Everybody can say what they want
3rd
to,
down,
but
4.
old Brentwood Academy ain't been Brentwood Academy since Coach Hab left. Just me. Ooh, Anthony. I smelled the
Rogers' pass goes
blood.
Almost
incomplete.
number 6.
Final. Lebanon 21, Cookville 14. So Jimmy Maynard did a really good job. And from week 1, he just did a real
Going to
good
bring up
job.
4th down.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Teresa. I appreciate you. And the captain in charge, Mr. Bill Spurlock, the director of schools. Thank you for taking care of me on a 4th down situation. Bringing it this way, the backup quarterback catching some heat, and he completes it, kids. Gets
Clayton
out of
Thomas' pass
bounds.
is complete.
That was number 3, and DeMicah Dowdy.
DeMicah
Good
Dowdy
throw
with
right
the
there by
reception.
Thomas, rolling out there to his left, giving his receivers enough time to get open, and Dowdy does the rest.
Ball is spotted at the Riverdale 34-yard line. That's a Tommy's Express Car Wash. 1st down, Blaze.
Twins to the top. He's running with a single back of Pleasant. Guy goes in motion. He's looking. He should run it. He lets it go. He completes it to number 12, and he's had a heck of a game all night.
Gonna have a
Brown's
little,
pass
Justin
is
Brown.
complete to
little
number
hold,
12, Justin
little hold
Brown.
back here, Stort.
Got a flag on
Either
the
way,
play.
Brown's-
Oh no!
Brown's had a heck of a game.
It was- I
See,
think-
Elijah Herring there was on the defense on Brown.
I think maybe a little rough in the passer call, actually.
Either way, you know what's moving, Anthony? That
That clock.
CLOCK, which takes us closer to Jonathan's and those wings and that cheese pizza. Spencer likes, what is it, the egg rolls?
Egg rolls?
Roughing the passer.
The shrimp egg rolls.
Wow.
She's big on them. Out of a shotgun, looking, let it go. Threw it behind his back, Anthony. Been great if he had hands back there.
Intended for number 1, Jalen Pleasant.
Lot of timing off
Yep.
between these quarterbacks and receivers for Blackman tonight. Something that they've got to get cleaned up quick.
Second down.
I got a
10.
final. Coach McDaniel catches his first loss. Innsworth 45, Christian
Ball to
Brothers
Riverdale
19.
13.
That one will leave a mark.
Yeah. Nice crossing route. He almost completed it, Anthony, and almost went into the end zone.
It was a good throw right there by
pass was
Reisner,
incomplete.
and
Intended
Marshall
for number
just didn't
14,
get his
Ben
hands
Marshall.
up quick enough to reel that thing in.
Yeah, you wanted Ben
Third
Marshall.
down 10.
Got to catch that ball right there for Marshall. Riverdale's defense, again, to reiterate, they've scored 3 touchdowns tonight, and they've given up 6 points all season long. That's something else, Stork. That is absolutely something else.
3rd and 10 now for the Blaze. You'd really like to see him get it in here, Anthony.
Yeah.
Just drop it, lets it go. Little Rich.
Little Rich, you're
Pass
exactly
was
right.
incomplete.
Right here on 4th down, taking one more shot at the end zone here.
For number
Well, you don't
14,
have
Ben
to get
Marshall.
into the end zone. You can get down to the 2 and still keep the drive alive.
One
but
thing that's working against you, only got 8
Gonna bring
minutes
up
and
fourth
28
down.
seconds left in this ball game.
that thing keeps on ticking until you put more points on the board.
And now the Donkey, and if anybody knows who Mr. Donkey is, an old friend of ours, he has replied on Twitter and just says he's not seen Blackman in a long time.
A timeout on the field. Timeout, Blaze.
I did the highlight video for his son, sent him to Rhodes College in Memphis. That was a part of the Davenport, Armstrong, and Raby clan.
Yeah.
Those
Yep.
3. I think Armstrong has got his doctorate in physical therapy. Davenport graduated with summa cum laude, whatever. He's a genius, lives in New Orleans.
Yeah, he was. I graduated with him, Brandon. He
Yeah,
was the same age
great
as
guy.
me.
Had a couple
Hell
of
of a guy,
coldies
yeah.
with him down in New Orleans.
Yeah, really
and
good
then,
guy.
And then Raby, who's a CPA over in Brentwood.
Oh,
So
is he?
all 3 of them turned out to be excellent graduates of Blackman High School. I did a highlight video on all 3 of them. That's when you used to do highlight videos.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy. It's only been 10 years ago, and things changed that much.
Chris Ross, thank you for watching Stork Vision on the big screen. All you guys out there paying attention, glad we could bring it to you tonight.
4th down 10.
Been a crazy game on a 4th down and 10. Is he going to get it in here, guys? Out of a shotgun. Looking, lets it go. He's got it.
Good
Touchdown.
catch. Good
Wow.
catch right there by Justin Brown.
Justin Brown's had a great game. He's one of the playmakers for the Blaze. Touchdown Brown, touchdown Blackman.
Yeah, he
That
has.
stops the clock, Anthony.
He has, and yeah, you're right. It does stop the clock again, and a good throw right there by Reisner too. He's trying to make Brown high point that football, which he does, and Brown does the rest, coming down with that thing. I know as a receiver, going up high and coming down on your back, that hurts.
Boy, Coach Busby talked about Wetumpka. He took it on the lip last year, and he's beating them right now 22-13. He's in a tough one in the 4th. Helena 22, Wetumpka Indians 13 in the 4th down in Alabama. That's 6A balls, kids. Vestavia Hills 6, Hoover 34. And the Blackman Blaze took on Hoover as well as the Oakland Patriots. Both have taken on Hoover, the Bucks.
One of the most storied high school football programs in the entire country.
Me and Krager went down there. We did the Hoover Blackman game and then pulled off and did the playoff spoof. Man, that was crazy. Fake it. wanted that 2-point conversion, and it was a nice
Pass
play. I
goes
liked it.
incomplete. Extra
Wanted to go
point
back to
conversion is
Brown.
no
It wasn't
good.
there. He was triple teamed.
Yeah, trying to get him on the
Triple
slant
team.
route right
Blackman on the
there.
table score now, Riverdale
Just didn't work
42,
out.
Your Blackman Blaze 12. And once again, we'd like to thank our touchdown sponsor for this year, Magnolia Inc.
Magnolia Inc. is the touchdown sponsor. We just got one sponsor, and we love him. His name is John Jones, and nobody sells homes like John. If you're buying, selling, or building a home, it all starts with John. Nobody has sold more homes here in Rutherford County. It's not even close. There's not even a second. Kids, it's a long way off to catch John Jones. I'm telling you, if you're looking to sell your home and you say, hey, I need a couple of things fixed up, no worries. John has a Rolodex of fixer-uppers out there, whether it be just simple landscaping, just electrical, you name it. John can get it done. He helped Anthony. He got him into a big old payment, and that's just what he needed.
Well, that's the market, Stork. You can't always control that.
Okay. Sam's wanting us to move the scoreboard camera. I'll see. How about that, Sammy? Does that bring it in? I think it does. Let's see if that 42 comes in. See if you can see it now. Clock fixed, Sam, at
85 Miles
8:02.
Tory set to kick it away for Blackman.
Should
Deep
be
for
back.
Riverdale, number 4, Seed Coleman.
I tell you, that's Sam. He'll keep you right on that old clock. Gotta love him. Wants it perfect, and I do too. Here we go. Back into it.
Onside kick.
Woo, went right through his fingertips.
Did he touch it? No, he didn't. Okay.
Well, it's going to be brought out and put on 35.
It goes out of bounds.
Well, it'll be on the 44.
Yeah,
It's
44
better
because
field
you get
position,
kicked out of bounds. Waiting for Tony Lee. And the Blackman Blaze faithful pulling out of the parking lot. And like I said, next week we're scheduled to be out at Rockville. We hope everything works out. We'll go out to Rockville, see Lincoln County and the Rockville Rockets. We're looking forward to seeing Rick Rice and his ball club.
Stork, how big
Riverdale
of a
will put it in
statement
play
is
at
this for
midfield,
Riverdale,
first and
though,
10.
you know?
This game?
Yeah.
For Riverdale?
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge statement, to come in here on your rival's home turf and do what you're doing tonight.
And Will was talking about it. He wanted this rival's,
Marcus Lloyd
and
on
it
the
is a
carry.
rival. Blackman has beaten Riverdale, and Riverdale has beaten Blackman. This has gone back and forth.
Yeah.
23
Nobody's
Zaire,
been little
Fuller
brother.
Elmore on the stop.
Well,
Also there, number 5,
the
Cole Reed.
first 10 years Blackman was opened, Blackman didn't win a single game. They
No,
didn't win
Riverdale
till
beat their
till
beat
the
them-
first-
No gain on the play. Second down,
till
10.
06 when Sonny broke Riverdale's back.
Yeah.
But Gary was gone.
Yeah.
Okay, stop right there. Final, Smyrna 24, Hillsboro 7.
Okay.
Here we go.
Smyrna got a good ball club this year.
Yeah, first coach here for Blackman was David Alsop, and then they went to Bobby Wells, and then they went to Phillip. And I
Have a
came
false
over with
start penalty
Phillip
against Riverdale.
in 2009, and I hung out with Phillip till the end of 2011. That was
Takes the ball back to the
when
45-yard
Tavis
line.
left.
Remains second down.
And since 2012, we've been just rocking and rolling and kind of doing our own thing. Well, Kevin's got a big one next week against Virginia Beacon Hill.
Yeah.
And that's a home game over at Oakland at Ray Hughes Stadium. And we will see the Blackman Blaze and Oakland Patriots, and hopefully we're going to get there for the Battle of the Borough. Boy, nice completion to Knox.
Holcomb's pass is complete.
Can't understate how well of a
Number
game that
24,
Jameson
Isaiah
Holcomb
Knox.
has played tonight too, Stork. I mean, kid's been under pressure all night. He's taken some shots, but he's still completing passes. And what a great game by him to lead his team to
Again,
the win
Brendan
tonight.
Odom on the stop for Blackman on
Of
that
course,
last
Jameson
play.
Holcomb,
Third
his
down,
dad
1.
is Kelly Holcomb, played a little football down at Lincoln County for Louis Thompson. If you don't know who Louis Thompson was, he was the MVP of Bear Bryant's team back when they beat Nebraska in '65.
And then when he played at middle, it was Boots, right?
Boots Donnelly was the coach there. Yep, that's when Kelly played there. And Kelly won a state championship at Lincoln County under Louis Thompson.
And didn't they beat Riverdale?
Could have.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Someone could come back on that with
Braden
me and
Woodruff
let me
on that last
know.
carry.
Would have been probably like
Gonna bring up fourth
91,
down.
92, somewhere in there probably.
A final,
Fourth
I've got
down,
Mount
6.
Juliet 42, Hunters Lane 6. A final, Lincoln County 6, Nolensville 53.
We'll see Lincoln County next week.
Yeah, going to see them. And I look for Rick Rice to be 4-0, Anthony.
When was the last time you were down there in Fayetteville?
Fayetteville, been a long time. I tell you what, me and Judy drove down there to the pit one time, and it was a scrimmage.
We played there.
Well,
with
yeah, but he
Phillip
went down
was
there
coach.
for a scrimmage with Phillip.
Yeah.
And Tavis was with him. Mm-hmm. And he let Tavis touch the ball 4 times. We drove all the way down there for 2 hours. Tavis touched it 4 times. He told him, he said, have a seat, brother.
Yep.
That was the end of the highlights right there.
I'd like to announce that tonight Blackman High School and Riverdale High School students and parents
Still, the only tailback
collected
I've ever
$2,000
that you
total
stood up every
for
time they got
Waverly
ready to
Central
run the
High in
ball.
Humphreys County.
That's pretty
Great
good.
job, everyone.
Said they raised $2,000 for Waverly.
I got some finals, and I'll wheel them off to you right after this play. It's a punt formation with 5:20 left to go in the ball game. I got a bunch of them. Hold still,
Ryan Emerson in
everybody.
punt formation for Riverdale. Ben Marshall back for the Blaze.
Oh!
Boy, knocked the fire out of him. There's a flag. That's a 15-yard
Got a
penalty.
flag on the play.
Unnecessary. Finals. Here we go. Waverly 42, Sycamore 20, Eagleville 8, Moore County 7. So Eagleville in Rutherford County got you one there, Coach Spurlock. Cane Ridge 54, McGavick 19, Clarksville 10, Rossview 9. I repeat, Clarksville 10, Rossview 9. That was a good game. Greenbrier 53,
Penalty's
Glen
gonna be
Cliff
against
0,
Riverdale.
Upperman 41,
Interference on the
Cumberland
fair
County
catch.
7. So the Bees still roll, kids.
Mm-hmm.
White House 58, Cheatham County 0, Macon County 32, DeKalb 29. A final from Alabama, Helena 20 and Wetumpka 10. Coach Busby is 3-0. Congratulations to Coach Busby. I like some of that terminology them Alabama coaches use. They talk different.
Give me some words. What do you?
Just listen to the interview. You'll see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They just talk different about the game. Sorry about that, kids. Didn't mean
Ball's
to
going
pop
to be
you.
spotted at the Blackman 37-yard line after the penalty. 1st and 10 Blaze.
Here we go. Oh, goodness me. About twisted his ankle out of his shoe. Up to the 45 and runs
Crossing
out of
pass
bounds.
is complete
That's number
to number 3,
3,
Demicah
Demicah Dowdy.
Yeah, we've seen stranger things before, but wow.
I've seen a lot of strange things tonight.
yeah.
I'm telling you. Any yes, a thumbs up or thumbs
Ball's at
down on the
46-yard
helmets?
line.
I still love the
Second
old
down
B.
1.
I love the B. Or the
Yeah,
BHS.
we've got the fire. It looks that's
An official's timeout.
fire on the helmet now.
Well, they are the Blaze.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know.
Do you like the old B with the fire, or the B that we had that was just like the block letter B?
No, I don't want that block letter B.
You like the one with the fire down there on the 50?
Yeah, like the midfield mark. Well, it's the most unique nickname.
Speaking of the 50-yard line, I can't remember who we played, but we used to go out there and we would paint it every week because, of course, back
Spencer
then
was
it was
talking
just,
about that earlier.
It was just, we would go out there, we'd paint it, and, of course, it was grass at the time. Well, one week, I don't know what happened, but when they went out there and put the outline of it, they put the B on the 45-yard line, and we didn't realize it till after practice was over. So the deciding factor to fix it was they put an H on the 50 and then an S on the other 45. So
worked out.
yeah, but it looked like that for 3 weeks because we couldn't get all the
they're
paint
just
off
trying
the
to
field.
tear the helmet off of Pleasant, and it's still getting chippy down there. Hope nobody gets thrown out. Everybody just stay cool.
with Presley Tucker.
Get out of
Please
here in
come
a
to the
minute
press
if we
box,
can.
please.
Yeah.
Presley Tucker.
I'd be saying kick that clock into gear and
Yes,
get
ma'am.
me out of here. Blackman's going to try to score one and keep it respectable. Trips to the top. I'd say if Riverdale gets the ball back, he won't give it back to him.
Penalty
Unless
coming
he
up
gets
against
it on a
Riverdale.
pick six.
We got some of the
Personal foul,
JV kids
face,
in
Face mask penalty.
for Riverdale.
Takes the ball down to the Warrior 37-yard line.
Yeah, he's pulled the Herring boys. He's still got Mackie Bonds in there.
Palm Express Car Wash. First down, Blaze.
Yeah, Woodruff's still in at safety.
Yeah, he's got all second.
Looks like the front seven.
Yep. Back to Pleasant. Pleasant with a little spin move.
Jalen Pleasant on the carry.
Second down, but the clock's working against him.
Good
By
tackle right
Riverdale's
there by
Tamaria
Tamoria Smith.
John did tweet me and said that I did all right tonight. That's good.
Well, good. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We need
It's nice
that.
to know our sponsor likes us. Lets it go.
Yeah,
Nice on the
that's
defense, but
number
it's
30. That's pass interference right there.
Right,
DeAndre
pass
Tate.
intended for number 1, Jalen Pleasant. Got a flag on the play.
If he's able to keep his arm off of him right there and still make that play, for sure you're getting away with that every time. But
Tony Lee wears the white hat. He's been great tonight. We had Tollison, Jeremy Tollison. We've had him before. Had him
Pass
last week.
interference
Pass
against the
interference
Warriors.
called against the Warriors. It'll be interesting to see who we have next week. We'll see.
Riverdale,
We will see
20-yard
Tony
line.
Lee tonight over
First and 10.
Jonathan's. I assure you. He wanted to take off before he
The
got
pass
it.
was incomplete.
That's Dowdy.
Pass was intended for DeMicah Dowdy. Second down, 10.
This is a long fourth quarter, isn't it,
Little-
Spencer? They're throwing them, and
Little John starting to go on down there too.
I'm sure it's been going on all night. You just couldn't get down there to hear it all.
Yeah,
I'm sure they've been saying.
you can imagine.
Oh, I'm sure. You heard what they were saying. You should have been up here while we was putting it together.
Oh yeah, when I was walking up, I heard some choice words.
Touchdown,
Rising
Blaze.
pass, complete to
Number 14, Ben Marshall.
They marked him out at the 1.5.
Pass was complete, number 14, Ben Marshall.
He's had a good game tonight, Ben has.
Yeah, he took
Ball's
some.
gonna be
He's
spotted
taken.
at the
He's
boot-
taken some shots tonight too,
Riverdale
and hung in
2-yard
and
line.
caught the ball.
That's
I mean,
Express Car Wash.
You can
First
tell
down,
that Blackman
Blaze.
definitely, they're still trying to work in this system for sure. They got some growing pains that they got to go through, and
You went through them.
we'll get there. You get
You
there
lived.
eventually. Yeah.
Pitch.
Number 1, Jalen Pleasant. Touchdown, Blaze.
Touchdown Pleasant. Touchdown Blackman Blaze. PAT attempt in order
Probably go for 2 again, I would assume.
with
I
4:01
think
left.
I'm fairly certain. Didn't Coach Tigert said he goes for 2 every time, no matter what, doesn't he? I'm
You know,
fairly
Anthony,
certain I've
I'm
heard him. Whenever he had his introductory press conference, I thought I'd heard somebody say that.
Well, he's
Timeout on the field. Timeout, Blackman.
going to take his first loss tonight in the era of the Chandler Tigard era in Region 6, Region 4, 6A.
Timeout sponsor, First Class Painting. You get your first class quality and service every time.
We're going to be.
Last touchdown,
We're
our
probably going to
touchdown
be just
sponsor
about
this
the
year.
last final
Shout out
score
to
around the state
Magnolia
rolling
East.
in. I mean, let's see. What do we got? 10 o'clock. We know all of our East Tennessee games have gone final. Probably just about everybody out west has too, I would assume.
And they're still holding tight here. I mean, they a bunch of them left, and we've got cars lined up to pick kids up right here by the field house. So let's see what happens. They are going to run it, go for 2. Just going to do it just straight Wildcat, Anthony, like they did before with number 11, Henderson.
Oh, good tackle right there.
The 3 to Micah Dowdy on the carry.
And went with
Extra point
Dowdy.
attempt is no good.
So with 4:01 left to go in the
On the field
contest.
score now, Riverdale 42. Your Blackman Blaze 18.
42-18. Riverdale. Put my phone in my pocket and you can't gain scores if it's in your pocket. Here we go. Sammy's got me a little something. Final, DCA 35, FCS 10. And now final from Tom Krager from the Catholic schools. That's JP2 21, Father Ryan 14.
Wow.
Tom's writing like a maniac right now. Oh, he's just trying to get all them words and column inches and everything, and he's checking the scores. Whitehaven 13, Germantown 14, and that is the final. I repeat, everybody, wake up, listen. Germantown 14, and Christian Brothers beat Germantown at the beginning of the season. Germantown 14, Whitehaven, Memphis Whitehaven 13.
Wow. Whitehaven does not
That's
lose
a
in the
region game.
They,
That's a
do not,
region
they, don't,
game.
they don't lose in the regular season very much. I mean, that's a big win for Germantown.
Huge. Coach Robinson over there at Germantown.
That's where Juwan came from. Before
Did he?
Was here. Yep. Played his freshman ball at Germantown.
He's playing in San Francisco now.
Yeah, he sure is.
He's a 49er.
He made the 53-man roster.
He is a. He's a.
Take a second by number 31, Elijah.
Gotta love
Young.
him. Hey, he's a cat
Right
daddy.
at midfield.
You talk about good-looking kids all the time. He was a he was a good-looking kid. I mean, you could have put
Riverdale
him
put it in
anywhere
for
on
the
the
first
field
and
and
10.
he'd excel.
We followed him up to Bowling Green. They almost arrested me that night up there, and I thought he was running all over the field. He did a great job. Station Camp 14, White County 10. There you go, Spencer. Got a Station Camp grab with us. She didn't see many W's when she was there. Got one to the top, and one to the bottom, one win. And Holcomb out of a shotgun. Handoff. You just let that clock
on the carry.
let that clock run, Anthony.
I'm surprised
Sub by number 11, Kevon Henderson.
There's some JV receivers in, a couple guys in, but I'm surprised that Riverdale has not taken out just about every starter.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second down.
Kids, it's been a great night for football. Can't thank everybody enough for joining us. Hope we put a good product out there, and it was enjoyable. Thought Spencer did a good job on the camera. Got a little hot on a couple of them, but that's all right. Lloyd is still back there with Jamison Holcomb as we get down to the 3:14 mark. And they let Lloyd have it. He's going to go on that left side. And Anthony's going to be third down.
Around the left side.
Yeah, looking at about a 3rd and 8 to
Number
go.
2, C.J. Steele.
I'm sure they'll be content to hand this one off. Got some JV O-line, couple JV O-linemen, couple JV receivers. They're working a few kids in the ball game
Third
now.
down, 8.
Appreciate Lisa Justice and Scott Lawless. Dr. Lisa Justice and Scott Lawless let me come out here and broadcast tonight for week 3. I got a final. Summit 27, Brentwood Bruins 14. And Ravenwood would have to play Brentwood soon. That's the Battle of the Woods. I was talking to him the other night. That one, and he says they're all big gates, but I still think the Battle of the Woods and the Franklin game are probably your biggest gates over there.
Absolutely. I would agree. Maybe a Centennial, too. You could sneak Centennial in there. But
When were Centennial? I mean, it's been probably 8-9 years that they were really good.
Oh, they've been playing a little better this year, so.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Blaze.
Timeout Blaze.
$1.55 to go. Get us some Jonathans.
Yep, get to Jonathans. That's the most important thing.
Break this thing down.
Yeah, it comes down easier than it goes up.
That is true.
Riverdale brought a nice crowd tonight. You know one thing we didn't hear?
The rock band.
No rock band. It's a, karaoke
You're
girl's
right.
gone. The end of an era.
She must have graduated.
She been here 14 years, Anthony.
Yeah.
Fulton 20, Anderson County 43.
#19 right, Edmiston in punt formation for Riverdale.
No return man for Blackman.
Interesting.
Oh, don't touch it. If Riverdale comes up with the ball, it's their ball.
They got it. They're saying they got it.
Oh.
Riverdale's got it, Anthony. You just called that. Number 2 recovers it. Tormoria Smith.
The ball recovered by Riverdale.
Tormoria Smith. They can't say it. All right, I got some finals. Let's sit back and let me run through these. Clarksville 10, Rossview 9, Cornersville 39, Huntland 0, Davidson Academy 42, FRA 21, Fayetteville 45, Wayne County 7, Forest 13, Loretto 7, Green Hill 25, Wilson Central 15.
Wow.
I repeat, Green Hill 25, Wilson Central 15. Hendersonville 28, Beach 10, Independence
That's a good ball
35, Centennial 0.
Joe Burns.
Lloyd. He's into the end
Yep,
zone.
there he
Touchdown
goes.
Lloyd, touchdown Riverdale Warriors. We go back. Independence 35, Centennial 0.
Well, we just got
Lloyd
done
on the
talking
carry
about
for
how
the
they
Riverdale.
We
guess
just
not.
got through talking about your
Guess
team,
not.
Centennial. Independence 35 and Centennial 0.
The other Kreisky had a tough night.
Joe Burns 52, Red Bowling Springs 0. And a final, BGA 6, Christ Presbyterian Academy, Ingle Martin 23 to 6. CPA. Alphabet schools here in Middle Tennessee. And PAT attempting order, and the freshman kicker going to try to clean it up here a little bit before he goes home. He's going to have a good Labor Day. He popped it, picks it up.
Extra point is good.
Hey, that should send it into a spinning clock.
We got a timing on the field score now. Riverdale 49. Your Beckman Blaze 18.
Not quite.
We got a flag.
No,
on the
it
field.
didn't.
Looks like a preliminary
31.
case
31.
unsportsmanlike conduct against Riverdale.
Well, one thing about it is Blackman ain't going to go away. They're going to play till the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's obviously been an extremely, extremely tough night. You know, I mean, thinking back these past few years, I can't think of a ball game that Blackman has had like this. So, I mean, you got to put it behind you. You got a long weekend. Come back next week.
But really, they don't
the bad
have.
taste
They
out of your
don't.
mouth, you
other
know,
than
I mean-
well, Chandler Tigard says a lot of his team is vaccinated. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you got to kind of be careful. You want to take a little bit of analysis. Those that aren't vaccinated, make sure everything's okay. You don't want to end up like Ben Cottle.
Yeah.
And you can look across on the other side
Yeah.
as the Riverdale Warriors now have all their phones lit
After the
up.
penalty, the ball is backed up to the 25-yard line. Riverdale will kick from their own 25.
Got a little candle ceremony going across the field.
Deep for the Blaze, number 12, Justin Brown, and number 14, Ben Marshall.
This has been a little long compared to what we're normally used to on a Friday night, running about 10, 15 minutes longer than we normally. We're usually out of here by about 9:30,
Ben Marshall on the
9:45,
return.
somewhere around in there.
Tackle made by number 13, Braden
We're
Woodruff.
running long, and now the clock has not kicked in. Let's start the clock. Start the clock. Start the clock. Man, I tell you what, youth football, you used to get on them. I
Ball's
mean,
going to be spotted at the
Spencer
Blaze
knows.
39-yard line.
Lewis
First and 10.
County 44, East Hickman 13. Remember, East Hickman's who beat Mount Pleasant, and that was in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
The famous Riverdale chant.
Risner's pass goes incomplete. Intended for number 1, Jalen Pleasant.
Riverdale
Second
Warriors.
down, 10.
I can't let you enjoy the band because the announcer just blows you up, and that microphone's like 4 inches from the speaker.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wanted you to hear it. 1:30 left to go in the ball game. Here we go. Rolling, looking, coming, catching some beat from behind.
Risner's pass goes incomplete.
1:23 left.
James Haynes.
But yeah, Stork,
Third
I
down,
mean,
10.
you go back to the drawing board next week, take care of your nicks and cuts and wounds, stay healthy, and you just got to move on from something like this, You can't take much from it. And if you're Riverdale, man, what a huge, huge statement win. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. Picked off.
Risner's pass going to be intercepted.
Interception number 6 on the night.
Pass intercepted by number 5, Darius Lampley.
Here we go. I got some more. I think I read these. No, I haven't. Here we go. Lewis County 44, East Hickman 13, Marshall County 42, Creekwood 0, Monterey 20, York 6, Mount Juliet 42, Hunters Lane 6, Ravenwood 46, Franklin 10, Springfield 34, where Jesse Gray graduated from, and Clarksville Northeast.
My buddy Ed Ross coming in with some info.
What is it?
Virginia Beacon Hill has lost their first 2 games, 66-0 and 47-0. That's who Oakland's got next week.
We are at a better game at Rockvale, Lincoln County.
Yeah.
Beacon Hill may be getting a check. I don't know. Is Kevin writing checks?
Man, that last interception there, I mean, boy, that hurts. It's a nail in the coffin. Been a long night.
Right now.
Been a long night.
Right now, all you want to do, Anthony, you're Riverdale.
Take a knee.
Take a knee, snap. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't want any penalties. Yeah. That's going to do it. That's going to put that clock into motion. Just sit still. Let it drain.
Big win tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah.
They're going to go to 3-0 on the year. And, I mean, I tell you what, like I said, this is probably the most talented Riverdale team that we've seen in the last 10 years, most likely. They look really good, Stork.
Spencer, they're probably not going to shake hands, but just hold it on there and give me a little recording at the end. I don't know what they're doing. Let's just see. We're going to get one more snap off, and I'm sure Tony Lee's just going to, yeah, he's. Like to remind you, next week, Stork Vision will be out at Rockvale for Rockvale Rockets in Lincoln County. And as the clock starts to wind down, young lady operating the camera tonight, that's Jolie Spencer Montgomery. My color analyst has been Anthony Fiorella, the engineer back in Louisville, shoving all those scores to me. He designs the website. He makes it all happen. That's Sam Montgomery. My sponsor.
Riverdale 49.
I only got one, and you only need one when you got a good one. That's John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. My name is Stork Montgomery. Can't thank you enough for joining us here on Stork Vision. Once again, next Friday night out at Rockvale Rockets in the Lincoln County Falcons. That'll be a big one, Anthony, and we'll be out there.
Yep, looking forward to it.
Thank you. Be safe. Have a great Labor Day weekend, and thanks again for joining us on the broadcast.